If you laying in the bed with your lady and something is smelling like a fish fry on a Friday night, you may be thinking it is her, but you probably threw her pH off.
But you know, real quick, I hate when people say a fish fry. Fish fries smell good.
Okay. I am crying.
A fish fry.
I am crying.
A fish fry be smelling delicious. It's the raw fish. That's the problem.
Bruh.
It's the fish when it's raw.
I didn't expect for you to say that.
Okay, but I'm going to say this.
I mean, have you ever went to a fish fry? You like,
a fish fry
this
smells...
catfish about to be delicious.
It is, but that's not how you want your vagina to smell.
Oh
I mean, facts. But
you know what I'm saying?
Fish fry smell edible is what I'm saying.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lex P.
And it's your girl, Dre and Nicole.
And you are tuned in to another episode of Poor Minds,
where a drunk mind speaks sober thought.
We got a guest today. We got a guest today. So, y'all know, y'all have been asking for this guest to come on for a long time, first of all. And second of all, I don't even know how to give this introduction because a YouTube star turned into an R&B sensation that we have all jammed her music and been going through it. We got Brenda in the building!
Hello. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you for coming.
No problem.
Because one thing about me, like, I do not care who it is. I'm a slide in people DMs.
Yes.
I'm a DM slider. Like, I don't care if I'm like a fan of you and I feel like we'll vibe. I'm like, I'm gonna slide in their DMs and ask. Because the worst you could say is no.
Right.
I don't know how I missed that.
Yeah, so I slid in your DMs like a long time ago. And I was like, y'all, I shot my shot. Maybe she'll respond. And I swear, you were up. Like late, because you responded at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, I think I was looking through all of my requests.
Okay, that's probably what it
do that
was.
sometimes.
Yeah, I was looking through my requests and then I went, you know how you can go to the little part where it says verified or something like that? And so I saw it. I was like, oh my God, how did I miss this?
Yes. And I was like, oh my God. I woke up. I was like, I screenshot it. I was like, y'all, she responded. We knocked her off.
She sent it to the chat. And I was like, yeah. We've been wanting to have you on for a while.
That's
so
dope. I didn't know people was asking me to come on here.
Oh, yeah. They love, like, when we have the girls on. Because it's like a girls talk, you know? So, and I'm not going to lie. We've had a lot of male guests lately. And they're like, bring the girls back.
Yeah.
Where the women?
Yes. But, I mean.
Is it, like, harder to get girls?
I was just about to say that. One thing.
It depends.
I think it depends, but honestly, what shocked me is girls don't be girls like you be thinking.
Yeah, they don't.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't be wanting to come on a lot. Well, I'm not going to say a lot of the time because some of them do. They'll respond and they'll be friendly and they'll be like, oh, yeah, I would love to come on.
And they never do.
But they don't, or they be asking for a budget. And I be like, people charge for interviews? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Me neither.
It's a little crazy.
Because I felt like, you know, if you have something to promote, it's going to help the both of us.
Yeah.
It's gonna help.
If you got something going on.
I agree.
But sometimes people would just straight up flat out be like, no.
Yeah.
And be like, because I feel like there's a way to say no.
Yeah.
Or leave you on red.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, like just to be like, you know, unfortunately right now is not the right time. You know, we'll let you know, we'll circle back. It's just a professionalism. Like, we had somebody email us back and they was like, she not interested.
Oh, wow.
Well, they asked for a budget first. Then they said, she's not interested.
I said,
so it's like, she was interested, but it was contingent on if we had a budget.
Have you ever had a situation where like you reached out to somebody to like, do a song with and they hurt your feelings?
Yes.
What
Left
happened?
me on red.
You don't have to name drop.
Left me on red. That's why I agree. I don't believe that girls that are really girls. No, they're not. And I am, and it hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
And it's like, dang, I should pull back or whatever, because like I'm just a naturally friendly person. But yeah, that has happened to me actually recently.
Really?
Because I've been working on my album, and actually it's almost finished. And I was like, I would love to have you, like, what did I say? I think I said, I would love to have you, like, but let me know, like, if you're interested. If you're not, it's okay. And I would have been okay if the person would have just been like, no, not interested, or no, red. Scene. I said, you know what? I'm not doing this again.
Damn. And I just feel like that's so rude.
Yeah.
Because, like, I could see that you ready.
Yeah.
You could have said something back. You could have said no.
You could have just said it, and I would have respected it.
Yeah.
But dang.
And it's like, that's my issue because I have to choose between being personal or like just being professional.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, especially with an interview like this, because when we were in the DMs talking, I'm like, girl, I'm not gonna ask you nothing crazy. We don't look for viral moments.
Yeah.
We just like to have a good time with our guests. So sometimes I'll be wishing, like, when I DM people and they leave me on red or they don't say nothing, I'm like, I should have just sent shade to you. Just
Yeah.
professional
So you don't have
way.
to deal with the.
Yeah, of like feeling embarrassed because I'm
That's
sensitive.
embarrassing. Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Everything hurt my feelings.
I was like, ooh, like, ouch.
Yeah.
But I do get it from the perspective that you were just talking about. Like, I get the apprehension that people might have with coming on the show, just because a lot of shows, I do feel like they be looking for the viral moments and they do be making the guests feel uncomfortable and stuff. So I can understand why, especially if somebody haven't heard of the show, automatically they like, oh no, I don't really want to do an interview.
I mean, but I think we've been doing this for so long. Like, when we have things that go viral, it really be accident.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never gonna be like, oh, queen.
Yeah.
Tell me the tea about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never given that.
And then, I mean, the person just should be able to know how to answer the question and be like, you know what? I don't really want to.
I ain't no lie. Some people don't have media training, though.
They don't.
We done had a few people sit on this couch and get buck wild.
Really?
I think we do a really good job of making people feel really comfortable because they meet us and they're like, oh, they're so sweet, they're so nice, and then we funny and we be joking. So I feel like a lot of the time people will start loosening up.
Yeah, it get real, and especially when they drinking too.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I was gonna say. Then we got her. She be making the drinks. They be picking up on them.
Yeah.
So they get comfortable, girl, and they be cutting up. Then they be texting us afterwards like, can you delete this?
Yeah.
No.
This?
And I'm not deleting nothing.
We lying. We be removing it, girl. We be deleting it. But they be cutting up. We done had a few times.
When I first like started out, I did have like a media training session or two, but I don't know. I haven't had it in a while. I don't know. I just don't like the media training thing.
Yeah.
Really, why not?
Because I want to be like unapologetically me.
Yeah.
And also though, like as you grow and do more and more interviews, like you'll know what to bob and weave with. Like, you know?
So how do you feel now? Because being that you started off on YouTube and you know, being that we started off on YouTube as well, we still on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's different. Because when you first start out, you just say whatever, you're doing whatever, and it's so many things that come back. People will clip old things that you used to say and do. So how do you feel now knowing that it's like a lot of stuff that you said that you were when you were younger?
Oh my God. It's like I look back at a lot of things and like I cringe.
Yeah.
But
we do.
Yeah, but it's like at the same time, that's what growth is about. I feel like a lot of people in this just new social media world, they don't appreciate growth. They don't understand it. If like you said something years ago, they're gonna look at you as that same person. And they just don't understand growth. I don't know. But
I agree.
I mean, hey, like all you could do is really just apologize and move on.
Yeah.
Have you ever had an instance where like you did an interview or something and you said something, you was like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said.
Not an interview. It was more so back in my YouTube days.
Yeah.
I think everybody know, like, you know, everybody knows. Do y'all know?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, everybody knows.
I do too. I do too.
Everybody knows. But like it was one of those things where like I just was, when you're doing YouTube and you so just personable, it's like you're talking to people like they're in the room with you.
Yeah.
Like, and also like just me.
You were so young.
Yeah.
You're
Like
still in your 20s.
early 20s.
Well, I'm saying right now, you're still
now,
in your 20s.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
like, you were really young back
Yeah,
then.
I'm
that's
29.
what I'm saying.
I'll be 30 soon. But yeah, I was really young. And sometimes we just say things, especially on camera. It's like, I don't know.
And I always say
we've
this.
said
I'm
some
like,
crazy stuff.
We done said a lot of crazy stuff. But I always say this too, like, being on YouTube or just being an entertainer, anybody in this industry, we are taking a risk and we're living our lives in front of the camera and we're being vulnerable and honest. So if you can't accept like the bad parts, because y'all get to grow up and become women or men behind the camera, y'all aren't doing it in front of millions.
And we got to do it in front of everybody.
We're doing this in front of everybody. So the mistakes that you made, they're just not on YouTube.
Yeah.
They're lasting forever. Because y'all be saying some crazy stuff
Yes, and
too.
a lot of
They
things
do.
that people like that we may have said or whatever, a lot of people be thinking it. And then they will literally drill you.
Oh, yeah.
For
So it's
sure.
like,
It's
yeah.
like she said, it's just the fact that we're growing up in front of people. But when people was 26, 23, you had controversial opinions
Yes.
too. Nobody just know. You was having the conversations with your homegirls or
Right.
with your homeboys. It wasn't on camera for people to still
Yep.
go back and reference like it is with us. Because unfortunately, that's the thing about the internet. Even if you delete stuff,
Oh, it's
Oh, yeah,
once
they-
it's
they're
out
gonna
there,
bring it
it's out
back
there.
up,
Somebody
yeah.
else gonna have it on their page.
I always think it's so silly though when I see people like pulling up old
It's
tweets
stupid.
or something. Because I'll say the best
I wiped
thing,
my Twitter.
ago.
Have y'all done that before?
the best.
Like, I just wiped my Twitter. Anything, because I feel like I've been having my Twitter since like 2011. So when I was in college. And I used to say some crazy stuff sometimes. Not nothing too crazy, but you know, you young. You be tweeting about
Yeah.
celebrities and
I
stuff.
have my labels too.
You
Ooh,
did?
Good.
Yes,
Oh.
girl. I went through my Twitter and like any celebrity name I could think of, I searched it and deleted every tweet that I ever said.
The best thing that ever happened to me was my Twitter got deleted.
It did.
Like
yeah.
and I was so upset because I had like a big following on there at the time, and I was so upset. But now, like where the show is and how it's gone, I'm like that was the best thing
Yeah.
that ever happened. It was so crazy because it got deleted because I said O.J. Simpson got a long head.
And then he died. And then now he not even alive no more.
He wasn't even
But you want to
mad
know
at
what
it.
I was gonna say? Like, it was very easy for us back in the day to say things about celebrities because, like, now being known, like, you know how it is, especially in me, like, being like known or being in the public eye is different. Like, a lot of things that people say about celebrities, like now, like they don't know what goes on with those people's lives or whatever. So
Yeah.
now I'm being able to be like on the other side too. I see, and a bunch of people talk stuff about me too. So
Yes.
it's like, man, y'all don't even know what I'm going through. And so that was us back in the day, like
Yes.
talking about. We don't know like how it is on the other side. So
And
I mean,
I
we
feel
get
like
this from
on
both
Twitter.
sides.
Oh, sorry.
no,
Wait.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, and I feel like on Twitter, they just used to be so mean to you all the time. I used
They
to
still
always
are.
think
Let
that.
me ask you that because
still are.
I feel like I don't see it as much anymore though. But it was like one point in time, I'm like, why are y'all always messing
That's
with
'cause
Queen?
I got
what
off
is that
Twitter.
thing on
Seems
Twitter
so
they be doing like
nice.
blame Queen?
Yeah,
Yeah, blame Queen.
How did that start?
I don't know.
You don't know. It's just like
It was just something that happened one day.
I don't know.
you know how they do that too as well? They do that to James Charles on TikTok a lot.
Really?
They just start like random trends of
Yeah.
like, and it's low key bullying.
It is.
Yeah, it is, but nope.
At least it's gonna vibrate.
Yeah.
It's gonna vibrate. But
Um,
I think, it's so crazy because in one breath, these same people want to talk about mental health and, looking out for people and being nice because you never know what somebody's going through. And then at the same time, it'll be something so different going on. They'll be like, oh my gosh, where's Queen Naija at? Or
Yeah, they
it's
pick
like,
and choose who they want to like.
They pick and choose on
Yeah.
who they
They do.
think-
I feel like they did it a lot to me because I would show a lot of reaction and they like it.
Yeah,
but
they
when
do.
but when I got off of Twitter, like my app is deleted right now. Like to be honest with you, once you stop showing that you're bothered, like the joke is kind of
It's not funny no
That's
more.
true.
Yeah,
It don't hit.
it's not funny at all, honestly. Like
And Twitter is just such a mean app. We talk about that all the time, girl. We can say the sky is blue, and they're gonna be like, you stupid ass, bird
Yep,
brain
yep.
ass bitch.
Oh my God.
It's like, God damn.
No.
I can't
Yeah.
get on this bitch and say nothing.
I just seen this today. Drea tweeted, she says, one thing about a flight, a cheese tray gonna have to see me. And somebody was like, Drea tweets like she just got new money.
bruh.
Bitch,
I
cause I
can't
like
get
a cheese tray on a flight.
Yeah, they just that app is really toxic.
And I'm like, I know you don't fly that much because to say something like that, you sound crazy. You can literally buy a cheese tray in main cabin too.
You can
Now
be on
mine
row-
was free.
I'll be on row 36.
Because I was in first class, but
still.
you could buy a cheese tray. Like,
Yeah.
why would you, girl? People just
they be
crazy.
bothered by everything.
They do.
They don't have much
Can't
to
say
do.
nothing.
Yeah, they don't
Twitter
have
is
much
just
to do.
mean.
Twitter is a very, very mean app.
Out of all of them, I feel like it's the worst.
It's definitely.
for a fact.
It's definitely.
I'm not gonna lie, Twitter at a point, I had to really take a break from Twitter because, and this is not now, but like Twitter one day had me in a chokehold. It had me in tears. It had like for real, like that stuff will really mess with you.
It will.
We're not really supposed to see all those people's opinions like about us.
Not.
Yeah, we're not supposed to. It's not even like that's not how it's supposed to be.
That was the beauty of being an influencer. Well, I guess they didn't technically have influencers back in the day.
Martha
but-
Stewart.
So, well, she
was the first
She was the
influencer.
first influencer. But yeah, being a celebrity back in the day, people had opinions, but you couldn't see them because it was no social media. Now we're seeing people talk shit about us every
In
day.
real time.
In real time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In real time, it's awful.
They had to write letters.
Yeah, I
Hate
mean,
mail.
I mean, the worst thing you would get is like Joan Rivers talking about you on E! News.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you would get like people talking about you, but you never really got the hearsay of what Brenda, who lives down the street, thought of you. You know what I'm saying? So it's really toxic.
Now Brenda be going.
I feel like the people that take the time out to write mean things like that, I feel like they're truly unhappy.
Oh yeah,
I think
Because I think about myself.
Yep.
I am a like, and I'm not gonna say I'm happy every day, but on the inside, like, I'm just not a very miserable person. I will never go and write, even if I'm thinking something, I will never go and write something under somebody's stuff for them to see.
Just gonna keep scrolling if I don't like it or
like,
mute them or whatever.
To want to really have to write, but I feel like a lot of them do it too for laughs.
Oh yeah,
They want to feel validated by a bunch of people.
They want
someone to laugh at their
They want to be the.
They
want to
go viral.
Yeah, they want to go viral, and that's what fuels them. That's what makes them feel so important.
Yeah.
So they have to say these mean things because, like, I mean, a lot of celebrities and known people notice the negative stuff a little bit more. So they have to put negative things like to really stand out.
Yeah, because they feel like, we talked about this before. Somebody will say something negative to you and then you'll respond. They were like, "Oh, I didn't even think you was gonna see this. What you doing, girl?"
Yeah, I
love
swear
your show."
that happens to me so much. That happened to me. I had responded one time to a girl in her DM, and she was like, "Oh my God, let me just erase that. I'm sorry, Queen. I love you. I just want you to make some music." But she was talking so much stuff about me on her
insane.
story. She just called me all types of names. I was like,
that's obsessive, low key.
Yeah, but
That's
they don't
insane.
realize that we're humans. I watched this documentary a long time ago. I can't think of the name of it. I'll put it in the description when I think of it. But it was talking about people who have had viral moments and celebrities and things like that. But they were saying, like, when you're a consumer of like content, entertainment, you don't look at these people as people. You look at them as a thing. Just like you use your radio to sing along with music, they're using you as entertainment.
Yeah.
We are here to make them laugh. We're not people. We are a thing to them.
Yes.
So they feel like, oh, I can say this. You signed up for this.
yeah, oh
Bitch,
my
I signed
God.
up
They
Make
love
y'all
to say that to us.
I didn't mean
They be
that.
like,
They
you
talk about
signed
my
up for
life,
this.
bitch. Yeah, this
Did I? Did I sign up to be ridiculed
I didn't
every day
sign
and
up for this.
criticized?
Yeah.
Girl.
They're like, well, if you got a better life than me, then you got to take some sort of heat. You know, like.
But no, I don't.
Yeah, that's not.
That is just rude. But why do y'all think we're like that though? Because I think it is true to a certain extent. You'll respond to the negative thing, you gonna clap back, but then it'll be like 1,000 comments like, "Oh, you're so beautiful, you're so sweet," but then they be like, "Bitch, your lace lifting."
Oh my God!
That's
So you
the
want
one
to
you
be
be
like,
Hold on, ho.
I have to still like really work on that. That's a mindset. Like honestly, when I'm about to respond to someone, I'll be like, is that very superstar of me? No, it's not.
Is that
No,
Beyonce?
it's not. Like, is that where I'm trying to like, no, because then once you do that, it's like you're accessible. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to, I don't want to be that accessible to where people's like, yep, she saw my comment. If you write it, I don't want you to know if I ever saw it. You know?
Or they just know you're gonna respond because you do it all the time.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's something I've done for a long time. I'm not gonna lie. Every now and then I'll clap back, but I always make it funny.
Me too.
Because if you gonna get a laugh, bitch, we all finna laugh. I'm finna show up as Eddie Murphy in this motherfucker. But I will say I always respond to the positive comments. Because that's what fuels me. And I'm like, I'm here to serve y'all. The people that uplift me, make me feel good, consume my content, laugh and enjoy. That's who I'm really here for.
You got to show appreciation for that.
Yeah,
I've been trying to work on responding to good comments too.
Me too. I definitely respond to the good ones, but girl, I ain't there yet. God's still working on me. I be responding. I be going off on people. Well, I don't be going off. I feel like I make it funny.
She'll make jokes.
Yeah.
Like she said, I don't make it funny, but I want to get to a point to where I just don't even respond even in a funny way.
I used to make it funny too. Like I used to, like it would just be, they would write really long paragraphs, and if I say something just stupid and short, it like that's just, I'll point out something about, like I remember this girl. I shouldn't even bring that up. Never mind. I'm not gonna
Don't give him no shine.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do it.
But see, like even what she said yesterday with the person saying something about the cheese tray, and I was like, well, girl, you don't know what it's like to have new or old money. Ooh,
Yeah.
I know that's right.
you gotta clap back, but like, so they know you're not taking it too personal. Like, girl, I'm laughing at you.
Yeah.
I'm not really mad.
Like, yeah. And I think that's what they be wanting you to feel like they really, like you really feel something, like you really, really upset.
Yeah.
You know what I don't get when men say stuff about women.
You know
I
what?
be like, how are you that?
Incels.
Yeah, like.
My thing too is, the thing that's scarier about that is like there's a man who's on the internet arguing with women, under the shade room comments talking shit, but there's somebody who is actively dating this man.
Laying in the bed with him every night.
Laying in the bed with him next to him. Like, who? I be thinking in my head, I'm not trying to be funny. I know this sounds horrible, but when I see a man just talking about me or always in my comments, I'll be like, who is fucking you?
Yeah.
Like,
that's
God
unattractive.
damn. You in the trenches, baby girl. I'm not even worried about him. I'm worried about the lady who is laying next to you, if there even is one.
Yeah, because why you even got time to do that?
You know what I'm saying? As a man.
Yeah.
Why are you in the shade room comments talking about, oh, she looks so tacky.
As a
Where's her
man.
stylist? Stay
Yeah, that's
out of women's
insane.
business. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so anyways, we gonna move on. We gonna play a little game.
Yeah, let's play the game.
Well, what's the game?
It's
your
an icebreaker.
It's a little icebreaker game, but I feel like we was just chatting it up. We don't even really
Okay.
need an icebreaker.
I know.
I'm
Okay,
nervous.
but it's a game.
No,
You
it's
wanna-
fun.
Okay.
Don't
It's
be
a fun
nervous.
game.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
good game. Okay, so we gonna throw in random words and phrases, and we gonna sing a quick lyric, a hook off the top, like a freestyle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we gonna give everybody gonna get a word. So
Okay.
you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you a word, and you have to come up with a quick bar.
No, okay. I don't want to go first.
You don't want to go first?
No, because I can't. You go first, because I can't think of one for this first word.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay, you go first.
So I'm gonna do a freestyle,
Okay.
and my word,
Original composition?
an original composition.
I know that's right. I know that's right, bitch.
Okay.
Okay, the word is
The
blocked.
word is blocked. That nigga blocked because he won't stop calling my phone, and this is off the top.
Yeah.
TikTok, do my dance.
Yeah.
He trying to give me romance,
Okay.
and I don't want to make no plans.
Yeah.
Get your hands off of me.
You can rip what?
Why? How is his hands on you if he blocked?
You know what I'm saying? Because that's off top.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fire.
You gotta think. You gotta think about it. It's
Well,
a-
I
that's
won't
a
be
thing.
doing any freestyle.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
Who wanna go next? Who going next?
Let's give it to Queen.
Ooh,
Oh, you can sing. You can sing one.
Well, this probably gonna have to be a freestyle because I can't think of no song that got this in it. He
What?
still live with his baby mama.
Wait, what? I thought it was a word though.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. That's not a
Give
word.
her a word. Give her a word.
Okay.
Give her a word.
DMs.
Ooh.
I could think of a song off the top of my head.
I went through your DMs, broke my heart to pieces. Okay, that's it.
Oh, I like that.
I like that too.
Because I did look through a nigga DMs and it broke my heart.
Ooh.
I was thinking it's going down in the DM.
No, you can't do a song that's already made.
You can't?
No,
You gotta make
this is supposed to be.
I thought you could say a song that's already created.
We got a freestyle? We got to make up
You got to
something.
say something to come to the top. of
You
your
got to
head.
be creative, Drea.
Okay.
Ty, give me another shot.
already over there.
It's
I know
already-
that's right.
'Cause
I
I'm
love a
supposed to knock
woman that's on
mine
the
over.
job. Thank you, Ty.
You're welcome.
Okay, Drea.
Okay.
Which word you gonna do?
I guess you should just throw it at me.
Okay, gaslighting. Cause you smart.
Nah, bitch, you would give me...
Okay.
Wait. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, gaslighting. You gonna sing or you gonna rap?
Okay. I guess rap. Cause
Come on now, Big D. Don't play with him, Big D. Give it to him how I talk.
Okay.
That glow is glowing.
He better... This?
Yes. I'm
Thank
sorry. I keep
you.
looking like, oh my God. It's so
Thank you, girl. It's from Fenty.
The
Fenty
pink- it's
Beauty.
the
It's
pink
the
one?
pink
Yeah.
highlighter. Yeah.
yes.
He keep gaslighting. In a minute, we gon' be fighting.
Uh.
Yeah, he got me fucked up. I'm gon' shoot up his house.
Ooh.
Ride by his mama crib.
Uh.
Yeah, I'ma find out where you live.
Ooh,
Right.
I like that. Drea.
I ain't really gonna shoot the crib up.
I like
Damn.
that.
Hopefully
Glah,
you two
glah.
don't flag us.
Glah, glah.
Yeah, let's get real. Like,
I'm with
I should have read.
I thought we did good. I thought we had, look, Queen won, obviously, though.
Queen won. The voice is beautiful.
I went through your D.
Broke my heart to appreciate.
Yeah. Ooh,
The
hold
voice
on. I
is
hear the
beautiful.
vibrato.
Okay.
You should have sung.
Nah, no.
She
Hold on now.
She about to ask you, can she come to the studio?
You should have sung.
See, don't give it to her.
Yeah, I need a
gotta lay it
feature.
on her once we, get it real comfortable.
It's never been an episode in the history of Poor Minds where we've had an artist on the show and she didn't ask, can she come to the studio with you?
Oh, I'm coming to the studio. I can give you a little harmony.
And we in the same state. So
I'm gonna give you a little
The
hook now.
background vocal.
I ain't
Yes.
even gonna charge. It's gonna be free, girl. I'm gonna show up on time.
yes.
On time.
Get credited.
Okay, I don't even need that. I just want to be in the video.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just show up. Okay. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And we're about to tell y'all about Rocket Money. If you're the type of person that signs up for things and forgets and they are charging your account and you just want to get your finances in order and figure out where your money is going, Rocket Money is for you.
Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Yes, y'all, that's why I love Rocket Money, because personally, I always forget after that 30-day trial to cancel these apps, and then I'm getting charged month after month. So with Rocket Money, they will do it for you. You don't have to get on the phone with customer service. You can just do it with one tap, fingertip on the app. Then on top of that, what I love as well is that they also help you budget your money. So you can get on the app and create personalized budgets that help you know where your money is going and how much money you're spending every month.
Yes, they have saved their users up to $740 a year. That's a lot of money to save, okay? So what you're going to do is download the Rocket Money app, take the survey, and tell them Poor Minds sent you, okay? So download Rocket Money today and save your coins.
Period.
Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Download the Rocket Money app and enter our show name, Poor Minds Podcast, in the survey so they know we sent you. Don't wait. Download the Rocket Money app today and tell them you heard about them from our show. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And we have a very exciting announcement today. We have a brand new show dropping.
Yes, so we have a brand new show dropping, y'all, on Patreon. It's going to air on September 2nd, and it's called Poor Chronicles. We're going to be doing so much stuff on there. We're going to be doing challenges. If you can't go to Bella Noche, where the hell could you go?
If you can't go to Bella Noche, where the hell could you go?
We're going to be doing Talk to Me, Chit Chat with Me. We're going to be spilling a little tea.
Oh my God. No, you didn't. Oh my God.
Everything y'all been wanting to see, we're going to be doing it right here on Patreon.
Yes, y'all ask us for so much. Well, we finna give it to y'all every single Monday. And it's gonna be a time. Y'all know Poor Minds has grown into its own little entity. Well, we're gonna have a lot of fun still over here at Poor Chronicles. So make sure y'all tune in September 2nd. It's going down.
Stay tuned. So for topic number 1, I wanted to talk about, do you heal in public or do you heal in private? Personally, I like to take my L's in private. How y'all feel?
I think it depends, to be honest. I think there's certain things that I've gone through that I feel like if I talk about it publicly and I let y'all in, I think I kind of, not that I owe that, but if you've seen me going through something and I'm like all open about it, I'm talking about it, I think I can at least be human and let y'all know, hey, this is what's going on. So, and that's with a breakup. Like even when my mom passed away, I let y'all know what I was going through. I was very open about, different journeys. But I also think as women, I hate that they do this to us. Every time we say it, it's not to do with the man.
Oh, hello.
Every time we are in our feelings, they be like, oh, what he did, he must have made you mad. I have other things going on in my life that stress me out that have nothing to do with the man.
Yeah.
So sometimes I think that is aggravating because I want to share what I'm going through, but it's like, it makes me mad because I can just be like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Today was stressful. What do you do, girl?
It's not about a man.
It's not always, the world don't revolve around men all the time.
Right.
We have issues outside of that.
We have a lot of
Always.
issues.
And I will say, I feel like you're a little more vulnerable, like looking at your social media and stuff. Because even when your mom passed away, you basically said it immediately almost. Remember when my dad passed away, I didn't even talk about it on the show, I think for like maybe a month or two after it happened.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just, I think that when you're going through stuff, people on the internet could be so mean. So I just don't even want to give them that because it's like I'm already grieving. I'm already going through a breakup. I'm already dealing with drama. I don't want to get online and then I'm telling y'all about it. And of course you do get the outpouring of love from some people, but then you have the people that are negative and mean that don't give a fuck about what you're going through. Are they happy that you're going through it? So I don't know. I feel like it's hard for me sometimes to decipher because I want to be vulnerable and transparent, but then people are just so mean.
Yeah. And then a lot of times people will come on there and pretend they care about you, or they'll say, "Oh, I'm praying for you," and they're not really praying for you.
No.
Praying for your downfall.
You know, yeah.
So how did you feel? Because I know, like you said, like your relationship with your ex, obviously,
It was public.
very, very public.
Yeah.
So going through, y'all's split, it was just like shocking for everybody because y'all were like relationship goals at one point.
Yeah.
And everybody was looking at y'all like, oh my gosh, I want that, I want that. So talk about like how, because you were so young going through that, and you had a child, like.
Yep.
It was stuff that you were going through at that age that I'm 35. I couldn't imagine going through at this age.
Yeah.
So how did you handle that? And like, how did you get through that?
How did I get through it?
Because it was so public,
It was
probably even
so
you didn't want it to be.
Honestly, man, yeah. I didn't want a lot of things to be public, but when guys don't care, they'll do things publicly to embarrass you, and you have no choice but to like face it publicly. How did I get through it? I'm the kind of person where I usually don't I don't have to, well, I only had one bad breakup, obviously. So if I don't have to get through it after the breakup because I already got through it during the breakup.
Ooh.
I leave mentally before I actually leave.
Come on now.
So,
word right there.
yeah, I'm the kind of person that some women will leave and then come back and leave and go. I'm the kind of person, I'm just gonna stay until I don't.
Yes.
Like,
Sometimes you
because
have to.
because once I leave, so I didn't really have to
You had
heal.
already checked out.
Yeah, I didn't really have to heal that much afterwards. I was doing all my healing while I was going through it. No, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I feel like, because after that, I ended up in another relationship.
That's
rather
real
quickly.
quick. You be moving on.
It was really quick. And so I'm actually still healing. Not just from that relationship, but healing as a woman. We got like you said, everything is not about a man. There's childhood traumas. There's there's so just trying to heal as a woman in general while being in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's like an everyday process. I don't think anyone ever completely heals.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's a journey.
You're constantly growing. You're constantly evolving. And especially if you're somebody who believes in going to therapy. I feel like going to therapy will bring up all of those wounds, or it'll expose stuff that you didn't even know was really trauma that you had.
Right.
So it's constantly a process.
And then it's like when you're trying to heal, because like you said, now it's like you're probably still healing and still learning things about yourself.
Yeah.
And how does that feel too? Because I think with an average person healing with a normal person with a normal job, I guess I'll say, we don't necessarily have to see our exes or hear what they think about us, or them kind of poking at us.
Yeah.
He be kind of messing with you a little bit.
Yeah.
A little
He'll be
bit still, yeah.
Yeah, he always saying your name or saying he wants you back, or be like, oh, come home, and doing kind of funny things like that. Whether it's genuine or not, it's more so for a reaction. So how is that? Because you're actively trying to heal, have a healthy co-parenting relationship, but then also having to deal with the antics.
I'm not I don't know. I don't take him serious.
Yeah.
I don't take him serious at all. Only thing I worry about is my son.
Right.
That's the only thing I worry
Yeah.
about. It don't really bother me. Honestly,
Yeah.
he on there because he got to do that.
Yeah. It's probably
Yeah,
something
so,
you're used to.
it's I don't know. It's just kind of, how well, I don't know if are you guys, you're not parents yet.
No,
No,
we don't
not
have
yet.
kids.
But as a mom, you get used to a baby crying, and then it's just you don't hear it. Sometimes you just blur it out. That's the same thing. I'm just, but I'm not gonna say that I'm a very silent sniper.
Yeah.
In a way. So I'm not gonna I'm never gonna tell my plans or anything, but I got something.
Yeah.
I know that's
Up my
right.
sleeve. Yeah, up my sleeve.
I'm not gonna lie.
We're going to pull out that trump card
A little
today.
side note, because I remember when that whole breakup with y'all happened, because look, I be in everybody's business. Y'all know me. I live chronically online. But I remember seeing a picture of you, and you were on the top of the Capital One Records building. It was right when you signed your deal. It's something about a woman going through a breakup and rough times and just coming out on top.
Oh, yes.
And I just remember just clapping and being so happy for you.
Yeah, it puts
because
that
there be a lot of
motivation in you.
breakups that break people and they don't get through it and they
Nope.
don't get on the other side. So I just remember seeing that announcement that you made. It was like a drone picture or something. It was that you had announced, and I was just like, oh my God, I am so happy for her.
And that's another thing too. I was gonna say, because the question was, what do you heal privately or publicly?
Or publicly.
I have an outlet, and that's my music. So you're gonna hear it in my music.
Yeah.
But sometimes you won't because like I'll just be writing relatable stuff. But like the music for me, being able to make it into something so beautiful, and then I can watch people also like heal too while they're going through their stuff. It's like it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm sorry, this peach ring is
Girl, that's what I said. She was over there talking about my mom, and I'm like, ooh. My bad, Annie. My bad, girl.
Let me go fit. Yeah, that was good.
Good, girl.
Okay, we can go to Ty and ask Ty what we drinking because we didn't even ask Ty. Ty, what we drinking
This
today?
is good.
Absolutely. This is in honor of our girl Queen over here. This is called The Good Girl, all right?
Yes.
So we do have a mocktail for her, as is mine. You can add any spirit of choice if you like. Some rum will go really, really nice, or even some tequila for this as we're approaching the summer. So this one has some passion fruit. We have some peach puree, a little bit of lime juice, and some pineapple and mango in it. And then we topped hers with a sparkling guava, and we topped Drea's with a sparkling rosé. So it's giving us a nice spritzy little kind of taste to it. And then what they're eating on, or snacking on, I garnished it with 2 pineapple fronds and then some candied peach rings. So just kind of nostalgic, throwing
It's
us
delicious.
Yes,
It's
that's
so
so
good. And your topping's
good.
so cute.
you.
It is.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Giving
y'all.
Cowboy Carter.
Very
Love
cute.
it.
See.
Thank
Cheers,
you,
y'all.
Ty.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ty. This is delicious.
Yeah, so going back to what you were saying.
Yeah, what was I saying?
Well, you were saying you were answering the
She got
question
distracted by that.
Yeah, that was like,
know.
I was like, let me not chew into this mic.
That's
too-
why I
too
felt
much.
so bad because Dre was bringing up my mom, and I'm like,
Yeah, you was like-
died, and I was sad and shit.
Girl, let Queen finish her peach ring. We're just gonna go to Ty real quick.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And if y'all are like me and don't like going to the grocery store and you want things delivered straight to your door and fresh, go to homechef.com.
Yes, y'all. I don't like going to the grocery store either. So anything that is going to deliver pre-portioned ingredients to my doorstep that makes my life easier, I love that. And you can choose from 30-minute meals, microwave-ready meals, just whatever you need, they have it. Users of Bleeding Meal Kits have rated Home Chef #1 in quality, convenience, value, taste, and recipe ease.
Yes, and customers save up to $86 a month on groceries. I don't know about you, but there's a lot I can do with $86
Same.
extra in my pocket every month. So what you're gonna do is go to homechef.com/pourminds, and you're gonna get 50% off and free shipping for your first box. Plus, as long as you're an active member, you get free dessert for life. That's homechef.com/pourminds. Limited time, Home Chef is offering our viewers 50% off and free shipping for your first box, plus free dessert for life. Go to homechef.com/pourminds. That's homechef.com/pourminds for 50% off your first box and free dessert for life. Homechef.com/pourminds. Must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And the time is finally here, y'all. This Wednesday, April 23rd, Travel Queens is premiering on BET Her.
Yes, y'all. BET Her, 8 p.m. EST. Make sure that y'all tune in. And yeah, go ahead and check out this clip because we was having a ball.
Yes, we went to 4 different cities, having a time of our lives. So check it out.
Guys ready?
Yeah. I'm Dre Nicole.
And I'm Lex P.
And together we are Travel Queens.
From Charleston to the streets of Cartagena, we're eating good,
That's up my alley.
Drinking good.
cheers, and experiencing the beauty of different cultures.
It's gonna be fun.
So we're taking you to incredible destinations with a special focus on the Black experience.
2 queens, 1 glow, endless possibilities. Travel Queens, series premiere Wednesday, April 23rd at 8 on BET.
Answering the question about healing publicly and healing privately, and you were talking about how you give it through your music, with some things you keep to yourself.
Yes, yes.
It's relatable for people to heal
Yeah.
through your music.
Yes, but I've had people, and this is so crazy. Like, I can't believe it sometimes. People will literally write me and be like, Queen, your music stopped me from committing suicide. Or your music really got me through so many hard things like this breakup. And I was just, I'm like, how did my music, how did my story get you through that? And that's why I also like, I'm gonna take to God. God be putting us through things
To be a vessel.
yeah, to be a vessel. Our struggle is not always just for us. Like, it's for other people to see that you can get through it too.
Yep.
For sure.
So yeah, that just makes me ultimately happy. I don't regret anything. I have no regrets about nothing.
Yeah.
And you know, that's why I was saying earlier, like I struggle with sometimes wanting to be vulnerable. and then not, because people can be so mean on the internet. But like, even with us, I feel the same way. People write us all the time and they're just like, you know, Lex' mom passed away, my dad passed away, and the way that y'all kept recording Poor Minds every week, kept hustling, kept grinding, it just showed me nothing lasts forever. And y'all really motivated me to keep going. Oh, this is my phone.
Oh, okay.
And y'all really motivated me to keep going and push through. And it just let me know, like, I lost my parents too. I can get through this.
I'm sorry about that too. Y'all.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and I think that's something that I can, because a lot of times, like, people look at us and be like, oh my God, how can you do it without your parents? But at the same time, like, I look at, like, you being a mother, a young mother, and I'm just like, oh my God. Sorry, the person who was FaceTiming her was just crazy. I hope the cameras didn't see that.
No, I don't think
Okay.
so. Hopefully not.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. What was I saying? Oh,
That
Look at young mom.
yeah,
Young mom.
you being a young mother, because, like I said, I don't have children yet. And I'm not gonna lie, if I'm being honest, like, I haven't had children yet because I'm selfish and I'm not ready to.
Okay, period.
Yeah, I'm just not ready to be a mother. I'm not ready to give up my time in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
ready to give
God,
up a lot of
it's the
my
worst.
money. I'm not ready to give up a lot of my time. I'm experiencing life right now still. So when I see people, you know, who have, you know, gotten married or having kids, and you're going through all of this and you're still being a mother, I commend you for that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Because I'm like, I couldn't do
Guess
that.
what though? I'm doing it backwards, because I started young having kids, and now I literally have to go back to finding myself, like, while still trying to navigate being the best mom I could be, and like maybe becoming a wife someday. You know what I'm saying? So like, still trying to really find myself and like grow and see what I like. I'm doing everything backwards.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, man, do I want more kids? Like, you know, I'm being questioning myself. I've always said, like, I really, really want a girl. But honestly, like,
I would have such a
I
cute
came
little
to
girl,
terms that, like, thank you. I came to terms that, like, I think I would be okay if I didn't have any more kids. If my husband ever was like, you know, I want another child, then okay, but right, you know, I'll get. But I want that to be like in my mid-30s.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I need a little bit of time to myself.
Yeah.
I gotta establish myself more. I gotta put this album out. I gotta do some acting. I got plans. Yeah.
So how do you feel too, like, because I know you see the comments that people have about your relationship now, and they're like, okay, y'all should be married by now, and people trying to put you on a timeline. And they don't realize, like you said, you're not even 30 yet. And people are putting you on what they think and their timeline is. And like you said, y'all don't know these people's relationships.
They don't.
Ins and outs. Y'all
They don't know what go
on.
on.
So how does that get to you a little bit?
No, not anymore. So I will take accountability and say the reason why they even say that is because of me. In the past, when I was so like, and not to say I'm not in love now, but when you're first in that relationship, you're so head over heels in the first like few years. It's like, I don't know, like I put a lot of things about marriage in my songs. I talked a lot about marriage in interviews. So people was just like, she wants marriage, give it to her, you know? But I had to sit back and think like, hold on, wait a minute. I still need some time for myself, because once you become a wife, that's a whole nother, like you're that's a duty. Like just like as a mom, that's a duty. I had to step back and I just realized this maybe a couple years ago, like I can wait. I actually can wait. Actually, like no, seriously, because it's not like a rush thing. So I think people are taking a lot of old clips and things that I've said. I put my own foot in my mouth. I'm the reason why they do that. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know, like I said, the growth that has happened like in my mind, and like, you know, just really doing therapy and like being asked those questions like, well, are you ready to be a wife? Is he ready to be a husband?
That's
what I was about to ask
Is he ready to be
y'all.
like, do I want to get married to somebody right now who's not ready to be a husband? And I'm not saying he's not, but we are honestly still working on ourselves.
Y'all are so
Y'all need to be on the same page too. That's what I was gonna say. Like, you want to get married, but I feel like when it comes to men, you want a man to propose to you when he's ready.
When he's ready.
You don't want it
Not
to be because people are putting the pressure on him, or because he feel like, oh, she might leave me if I don't do it. It needs to be when he's ready, because that's when you're gonna get the best version of him as a husband.
Yes, and like, who wants to get married? And then it's just like, dang.
But people do,
I got the
girl.
ring.
They do.
I got the ring, but now it's like, no. I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
When the time is right.
Yeah.
And like just even talking to you, obviously this is the first time we met, but just like the way you carry yourself, I can tell. I can read people, but you're so like I can tell like the growth, and just because like I said, I used to follow you on YouTube and seeing like take your time because them people they don't even have what they want. You know what I'm saying? So they can't feed into that. And just I don't mean to get churchy. Y'all know I'm in my church.
And
know.
she done had them shots.
Yeah, I had my shot. So I'm gonna tell y'all. So Sunday when I was at church, my pastor, shout out to Pastor Mo, he was talking about his marriage and he was talking about his wife and he was talking about, I know y'all hate this word, but how his wife, she follows the Bible obviously, and she submit. They hate that word, but she submit to God, which she submitted to her husband to trust him and to be able to take that back seat and trust him and not have the responsibility of a lot of things. And sometimes. That takes a lot of, not sometimes, that takes a lot of maturity.
Does.
That takes a lot of trust in your partner.
Yeah.
You have to be able to go to sleep and let somebody drive you and know they're not going to crash that car. You know what I'm saying? And
he has to be led by God.
He has to be led by God.
You can't, that's another thing. Like a lot of people be like, submit and things like that. The leader of the house is supposed to be led by God. That's how it's God, the husband,
and then
the wife, and the kids.
Yeah.
That's the proper. So if, and I'm on my journey too. I'm on my path with God too. Just trying to really get close, trying to unlearn a lot of religiosity. I grew up very religious.
Okay.
And now with me, it's more so about the relationship with God. And I'm not saying like, oh yeah, well I could just do whatever and still. No, but it's like, I have to like really be cultivated and everything like with God and figure out what he wants from me. Does he even want me to be married right now?
Right. Yeah.
So he knows.
Yeah, and that's why I said I think you have to figure things out on your timeline. And at the end of the day, we only have one person that we have to answer to, and that's him. So like I said,
and it's no race when it comes to life. It's like everything is gonna happen when it's supposed to happen.
Way it's supposed to.
When it's supposed to, the way it's supposed to, not a minute earlier than God's plan. It's gonna happen. If you're supposed to get married, especially even to a specific person, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And you don't have no control.
Felt, I guess, like when I would talk about my relationships and how happy I was, and I'd be like, ooh, I don't want to talk about the breakup. But it happens.
Sometimes
it's
it happens.
Y'all, nobody's life is perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect love story. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I can appreciate about me is I'm going to keep it real with y'all.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn. Y'all not finna embarrass me because you know why? I am where I want to be right now in this moment. I'm here because God allowed me to. I'm able to share my story and I'm able to express myself and I'm able to have an outlet to, I always say this, Lex P went through that, so you ain't got to go through that. I let y'all know my mistakes. I'm growing and I'm figuring shit out with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if we gave each other more grace.
Man, that'll never happen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, give people grace, man.
They act like they ain't never been through
Y'all act like y'all ain't never
the
been
stuff that they be pointing people out, they go through it, like you said, behind closed doors.
Exactly.
They be taking their men back and everything for doing a bunch of stuff, and then you'll be called dumb for doing it.
Okay.
In public. But it's like, come on, man.
Child.
They so strict.
It's strict in this motherfucker.
It is. It is.
Child, sorry, look, I know we was preaching, my bad.
We was.
We're going to have to exit the church room now. All right, okay, so we're going to get into the second topic. We getting chatty, girl. This is why
I love
we
when
the girl.
episodes just flow.
Yes.
It's just flowing,
It's flowing.
That's why they love the girl guest. I just be feeling so relaxed. With the men, I be like, what you finna say, ho ass nigga? Sit your
Do I gotta
ass
prepare myself to go off on you?
Whew.
I just seen y'all last one with Julian.
Yeah.
Like, y'all look beautiful. Y'all look.
Yeah.
Y'all are though very
Girl,
beautiful.
thank you.
Thank
you so
you,
much.
girl.
So are you.
Thank you.
Okay, so topic 2. Can you be soft and still be taken seriously? Now, I can definitely relate to this topic because I always say this. I am a bitch, but I have the nerve to be sensitive. And, a lot of times I'm very, very soft. I have a soft heart. I'm like, oh, I don't want to let this person, I don't want to do this. But I'm like, at the same time, I have to run a business. I got to be a boss. You have to be a mother. You have to run your business. You have to run, your household and things like that. So I want to know, do y'all feel pressure to, be hard or guarded, especially as, women navigating, yourself in this business? Because we are in, the entertainment industry, but you in the music world, which is a whole nother beast.
It is.
So, you title yourself, as a good girl. You are soft. You
I am
are
a softie.
sweet.
Yes.
You're friendly. So
Yeah.
how do you carry yourself as, queen, the businesswoman, but also being true to who you are as being like a soft, nice woman?
A lot of trial and error,
Mhm.
I'm actually just now stepping into more of the boss
Yeah.
era. And I've always been a very like humble person. So I used to think like, oh, I don't want to say boss because I don't want to feel like I'm being too uppity or whatever.
Or braggy.
But I had like, it's very heartbreaking sometimes when you gotta like take the lead in certain things. It's a learning journey. I'm not gonna say I'm all the way there yet. Yeah, like I think it comes with just really saying how you feel without holding back.
Yes.
Without holding back.
Yeah.
That was my problem. Like holding back because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. And like you said, in the business, you can't worry about feelings. Like you can't take things personal. So I'm still actively learning, okay, like, I can't just not do something because I feel like I'm talking in circles. I just can't not do something because I don't want to hurt someone's feelings, you know?
Yeah. You have to learn it's not personal, it's business. I think with me, I say this, I've said this in the past. I take the Nicki Minaj approach to business. I do. I seen a documentary on Nicki Minaj probably when I was in college, I think. I can't remember if it was like a True Life, something she was doing, and she was recording an album. I remember she was sitting in the studio. And I still say this, Drea can attest to this. I say this all the time. She said, when I walk into a meeting and I say I want it this way, oh, she's a bitch. She's rude. She's this, she's that. But if a man walks in and he says the same thing, oh, he's assertive. He's a boss. He's this, So she's like, I don't give a fuck what y'all say about me at this point. I'm going in these meetings and I'm saying what I have to say. And for some reason, like I said, when I saw that interview, I was probably like 20, 21, 22. And that stuck with me so much because I know sometimes I go in meetings and I'm probably like some things that I say I know can come off a little harsh and I have to clear it up. And I'm like, no, I didn't mean it like this. This is what I'm trying to say. But I'm glad I'm letting you know because stop playing with me.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me. It's a lot of times that people will say things to us because we're women. But if y'all walked across there and went on 85 South, y'all wouldn't have that same demeanor because, it's Carlos. I'm not going to talk to DC like that. I'm not going to talk to Chico
You
like
kind of
that.
have to do that as a woman sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because like you said, they won't take you as serious. So,
I
like
would
you gotta
rather- Yeah, I would rather be known as a bitch and I got my money straight than somebody soft who I'm just at home
letting
sad
whatever
'cause I
happen.
can't pay my rent.
Yeah, no.
I agree. For me, I think it's about that balance of being soft, but then, I don't know, I always kind of feel like you got to let people know they can't play with you.
Absolutely.
But then also on the other end of that, it's like, but the right people that are supposed to be in your life not going to play with you. They're not going to put you in a position to have to be guarded, I feel like. So sometimes I feel like if you have that disposition with people, it's probably because they not the right person. Because I feel like the right people that are supposed to be around you, you shouldn't feel like you always got to let them know, like, oh, you can't play with me. I got to show you.
Yeah.
So
They should already have that like courtesy of not.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like team building is like so important and like just having those genuine people around you. And like when people are genuine too, they won't
take advantage.
They're happy.
They won't take
They're
advantage.
grateful.
Yeah, they won't take advantage of you. But sometimes people do get comfortable, and you have to like just tell them.
And then I think in the position that you're in, and then even the position that we're getting into, you hear so many horror stories about people before us who people did take advantage, like people that they trusted, accountants and management and people that worked with them. And so you kind of have to be assertive and let people know that they can't play with you because who want that to happen because you're being too trusted.
Yeah.
Right.
And you put it past them because you can't be putting stuff past people. That's the main thing. You never know what somebody would do, even if you think you know them.
That's the truth.
And I think sometimes, like, as women, especially, like, if we go in a meeting and we're just, being straightforward in this, some people are like, oh, she's emotional. Or we, if
She on her period.
She on her period. And I may be, because I'll be in a meeting and I'll be like, this and this and this. Then I'll call Dre, I'm like, this shit pissed me off. Because they fucking rude. Like, why would they talk to us like that? Dre be like, Lex, it's okay. I'm like, but still. But in the meeting, I'm like, You know, but at the same time, like I said, I feel like a lot of times people just try to take advantage of, especially women.
They see how far they can go.
Yes, they see how, because they feel like, oh, well, she gonna be soft and she gonna be cool. It's okay. I can say this to them. So I do feel like as women, we don't get the luxury of being soft in the business. Unfortunately.
I got a question though. So like, what is it that people be trying? Well, you probably don't want to.
Well, no, I'll say it. Like, I think it's like a lot of times people want to lowball you on pay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They think that they can just show up whenever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll just not have respect for your time, respect for anything. And I just, like I said, I see this because it's certain way that they will treat, you know, our counterparts, that things that we have to go through that, you know, they necessarily don't have to go through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the big thing for me just be like, payments. Like, of course, I don't expect to be getting paid the same amount as Carlos, but y'all ain't finna pay me $3 to show up somewhere either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And want
like,
us
don't
to
get
be
it
there
twisted.
longer hours.
I got a resume too, hoe ass.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I just won't.
Yeah.
Like, I just
Actually,
won't.
I'm good.
Yeah.
And I think they
that's
expect
a
us
lot.
to be just so grateful.
Yeah, no.
Like, no, I'm not grateful. I want to get paid.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to have to like come in these meetings and y'all just expect me to just be happy to be here because y'all feel like, oh, she's just a podcaster that's on YouTube. No, I worked really fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I think they expect that for all women. You should just be grateful because women, you know, y'all used to not be able to be in these spaces, especially as a Black woman. You should be grateful. No, we deserve to be here.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I should be, oh my God, thank you. Like, yes, thank you, but I earned my right to be here.
That's what I was gonna say. Especially, I think when you kind of grow up in front of people, they'll still look at you like that version of yourself from 5 years ago.
Talk
so
about
they'll
it.
try to treat you like that version. Like, oh, remember back when you didn't really have that much money, or you was just excited for the opportunity. Okay, well now though, let's talk about today. Let's talk about today.
The work, the time.
Right. You need to pay me what I've worked hard to get to. I've worked hard to get to this point. I'm not the person that, because we started our show, girl. I don't know if you know about how we started, but we started the show recording in my apartment.
I remember.
Yes, on my floor, like with just a camera and some little bullshit mics, and we were recording in my apartment. And obviously now we have a whole studio, we have a staff, everything.
Yes.
But I think sometimes people will try to play with you like you still in that same position, and it's like, no, we've grown.
Right.
You need to pay me what I'm worth. So I'm sure you could probably relate to that too, with being on YouTube when you were younger.
Definitely.
Do you feel like people kind of still try to treat you like your road to success was different because you started out on YouTube?
Anyone, I hate to say this, anyone below me.
Okay.
But for some reason, I hate to say it like that, but the people that are just not in my shoes or like, they look at me like that. But I have been acknowledged by the greats.
Literally.
Yeah, I have been in like, I've had conversation with greats and people that have started from the bottom and made it here. And they speak into me and they believe in me, you know? So honestly, I don't, anyone who says, oh, well, she's just a YouTuber. No one has ever done that to me that like,
That matters.
just hasn't been in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they don't take that wrong. But
No,
I'm
I
sorry
mean, but
if
it's
you're
the,
just in
it's the truth.
It's the
yeah,
truth,
like
though.
yeah,
It's the truth. I think sometimes people don't like to hear stuff because they don't necessarily maybe like the messenger, but the facts are the facts.
yeah. I mean, it's the fact.
You
in the
don't
comments
want
and
to
I'm
hear it
here.
because maybe you just don't like me or how you feel about me, but people they love to try to humble people.
Queen is so sweet. We be over here like, fuck y'all hoes.
Yeah,
Because it is
Very.
what it is.
I've always been that way.
You know, I try to be a little more considerate a little bit sometimes. Sometimes.
I think you were when we were younger. I think
Yeah.
as you grow into womanhood and you get older, I think you just don't really give a
because
fuck
y'all
as
are
much
Something
as
you grow
used to.
into,
'Cause
right?
she used to care more what
Yeah.
people would think, and I think as she's maturing, she
I
does.
think that's what's gonna happen with me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
even as
definitely
I'm like approaching
think
my
so,
30s,
too.
like I don't know where the switch came, but like something's changing.
I used to
Oh, when
care-
you hit 30, girl, it's like I don't know, it's just something that hits you for sure, and you're just like, a lot of shit I used to care about,
It don't
I
matter.
just don't care no more.
Yeah, I feel myself slowly stop. Like
You will because then you
yeah.
get to a point to where I'm not saying because you are a confident, beautiful woman, but you get to a point to where you realize, you know what? this is who I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is who I am. I can't change this. I can't change this. This is who God made me to be. And you're either going to accept it or you're not going to like it. So let me focus on the people who accept it and love it.
Yes.
Right.
And you'll learn to cater to those people and love those people and, you know, feed into those people. Because that's what I started doing. I'm just like, I've become happier. It was a point where we were doing Poor Minds where I was just like unhappy because I felt like every week I'm showing up and I don't know what to do to make y'all like me.
People are being mean.
Because they're so mean. But I'm
Yeah.
just like,
You gotta cater to them people that love you. Those
Exactly.
people that matter.
And I think that's why I've always had that mindset, because I've always been a little bit more of like, I don't give a fuck y'all. But the reason that I feel that way is because the people that I'm saying fuck y'all to, it's not the people who support me.
Right.
I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. If you take offense to me saying that, you one of the people that be hating. You're one of the people that's being rude. And it is, fuck you, because you're not the person that's helping me anyways.
Right.
You didn't help me get to where I am. You know, you don't support us. You don't come to our shows, to our live shows and stuff. So you're not buying merch.
and that's what I say. I be hard with those people, but I be soft with our supporters.
Yeah.
for sure.
Like they DM, like you said, people DM you and stuff. Like people who've lost a parent or they're grieving or something.
Yeah.
We get DMs like that all the time. So I don't mind being vulnerable and being open. 'Cause I'm talking to y'all.
I'm for y'all. I'm for
Yeah.
who like me.
Yeah. So I think like you can still be soft and taken seriously because I think there's beauty in being vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because it shows like I'm still human.
Yes.
I'm still going through the things that you're going through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just like I used to be living on the east side crying in that apartment, bitch, I'm in my high rise still crying.
Yeah.
It's life. You know what
Keep
I'm
it
saying?
real. Yeah.
It never
Yeah,
stops.
you have to keep it real. But I think there's beauty in keeping it real and being soft. But
For
there's
sure.
also, you know, you like you said, you have to have that balance. Because you
Yeah.
gotta be hard sometimes.
You
do.
Especially as a woman, like, you know, being in this industry. Because you don't want to be looked at as being like passive and, oh, queen not gonna care. Because you really not finna make a decision on my behalf.
See, I pick and choose I'm more serious and stern about certain things and I like than other things. Like
Like
when it comes to my music, I
Okay.
am so like I don't play.
Yeah.
Like I really don't play when it comes to production credits, all of that stuff. I don't. But it's really the things that I truly care about. Like
Yeah.
or like my kids. Or
So let me ask you this, because I saw a few clips of you on DD Streams.
DDG.
DDG.
Yeah.
What did I say?
DD Stream.
DD Streams. His Twitch.
Baby, that's that
DDG
vodka.
Twitch.
DD, what's it, DDG?
DDG.
Yeah.
DDG, you were on his stream.
It's them shots whooping your ass.
Lord, have mercy, Jesus.
That's why I've been waiting on my second one, because I know I haven't been drinking like that. I'm gonna be toe up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I saw a few of the clips. I didn't get to watch the whole stream.
Yeah.
But they were kind of saying like, you know, oh, Queen was being quiet. She was kind of bothered. She didn't like the atmosphere. What really went on? Is that just people assuming?
No, that was people assuming taking small clips. I was fine. Came there to work.
Yeah.
The thing was like DG was like, pull up, we're gonna make a song together. And I don't usually go on like people's streams or anything like that. I'm used to coming on like podcasts, whatever, but not streams.
Yeah.
Where like it's a bunch of different people like pulling up. I was just there to work and like I was just vibing out. Like I don't know. If I look serious, it's because I was focused on like the music. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't there to be drinking and partying and having like, you know,
Yeah.
and that's what I was there for.
So you weren't upset or anything. People were just
No, I
assuming.
wasn't upset. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't
Okay.
upset, but it was like people like read my faces wrong.
Yeah.
They read me wrong a lot. I'm very misunderstood.
Yeah.
I was just focused.
Okay, that makes sense.
I was just focused, and I didn't have an issue with a bunch of people being in the room. Of course, I do get a little bit more reserved because when it's people that I don't know,
Right.
I'm just more reserved.
Yeah.
But
Right.
like when I know you, it's not like that. I'm actually probably gonna start my own Twitch.
Okay, I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah,
think I should
Twitch
do
is
it.
the wave right now.
Yes.
Everybody
But I think
on Twitch.
your personality is so good,
Yeah.
and I think people kind of like miss seeing that from you. Like
I'll
we
be able
love
to-
the music,
Yeah.
but we love your personality.
Yeah.
too.
You
I'll
are
probably
very
be able to do that
likable.
more on my Twitch. But going into someone else's territory is different.
Yes.
Like I could be in my room doing real crazy stuff alone, or with my friends.
With
but
no
like to do it
judgment.
there, like it's a little.
You don't know people, and if you do something crazy, they be like, "Oh, she tripping."
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit like different around like artists, and especially when it's a bunch of men in the room too.
Yes.
I'm not about to be
have
just out here like moving my body
Because
around.
you know what? If
Like-
you would have got up and hit a little twerk, oh, Queen doing
Yeah,
too much.
she
She on
doing
DDG
that,
live twerking.
Yeah,
look
she's
at
trying to be
shit.
noticed.
Yeah,
No.
she's trying to be outside.
No.
Yeah.
So I get it.
And then my man was with me too there because him
Oh,
and,
yeah.
him and DDG, we're all mutual friends. So
Okay.
like,
Okay.
yeah, they're friends. I'm friends, and then so I was actually glad because I didn't want to be in there with that many.
I mean, yeah, because I feel the same way. It be
Yeah.
sometimes like our management, they'll come with us, and I'll be so happy that they're there. Because like
It's
I
just
be,
nice to have men around.
it is,
Yeah.
especially men
Yeah.
that you trust.
Yeah.
That you know if anybody try to get a little, you have protection.
Yeah.
Because one thing about me, I will talk some shit, but as soon as somebody fuck with me, I'll be like, I'm finna text Chad and Ryan.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hold on, let me text Chad and Ryan.
We
Y'all
love
got
to
me
send
fucked up.
Ryan in the
send
chat,
Ryan
to the
in
email,
chat.
whatever.
Yeah, so I'm glad that you had them there too. Because like I said, I know situations like that can get rowdy and get crazy. Because I didn't get that vibe. I'm like, I think she's just working.
I was just working.
Yeah.
Man, I hate that. I gotta loosen up a little bit, but I think it's like I said, it's just growth. Like I'm not. People expect me to be
Yeah.
that like
turning
just
up
really.
and
I don't know. I'm still goofy, but I'm not like the way I used to be super reckless.
Yeah. But you're getting
Yes.
older. It comes with age.
Yeah, I can't help it. Like I'm just a little bit more calmer.
yeah, and I think that's what she was saying too. Like people expect you to be the old you, and I'm not.
They be
that
saying that
anymore.
lie.
Yeah.
Like I miss the old you queen. Why aren't you? No, I'm still.
I've
like,
grown.
goofy. Yeah.
But just, I know the spaces and places that I can be.
Yeah, and I'm not like that 24/7. I have my moments where I'm just chill. Yeah.
I feel you got to pay attention to your surroundings. Like, even with having Craig in the room, him over there, he be places with us sometimes, and I'll just give him a look. Because people, you just never know what people's intentions are. So you just got to always be on guard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I think I was on guard a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
you just
Yeah.
always got to give people that eye. Like, Craig, you watching them?
You see what's going on, right? All right.
They
now.
kept saying I was clutching my purse, putting it to my side. But no, it's the story behind that. So the reason why I had to make sure I do that, because I lose a lot of things.
For real.
I have lost my purse. I have left things behind. And like I was just trying to be conscious, like Queen, don't leave your stuff everywhere. I have left my purse in an airport bathroom.
Oh,
in,
Lord.
Wow.
St. Martin,
Oh,
like
Lord.
crying, running around the airport.
Yeah.
So it was just really me, like, okay, just make sure you know where your stuff is.
Yeah.
It wasn't
They
like
thinking
I
like,
I think somebody gonna steal.
I didn't think nobody was gonna steal. It's just,
That's funny.
That is.
Hey, but it be so many people in and out of there.
Yeah, you never know.
If somebody would have said, yes, I was grabbing my purse, bitch. I don't know these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm keeping my shit close to me.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like I said, I think his streams are entertaining. Like,
Yeah.
I love his streams. But he do have a lot of people in and
In the
out, and you don't
room.
know who they
Yeah.
are. It'd be like a lot of, young girls, young women. People do things for clout.
Mm-hmm.
So how good would it be somebody who trying to start up a stream? They be like, "Oh, I'm in Queen purse." They could just take it and go to the bathroom and do something weird.
Yeah,
I don't
nope.
trust people. You know what I'm saying? So you was doing right. No, you don't need a reason of why you was clutching your
It's
purse.
your purse, girl. You can clutch it
Clutch
whenever
it.
you feel like it.
Clutch it. Clutch it.
This is my purse. How you clutch me clutching my stuff?
Like crazy.
Okay.
Woman that a gay name herself Ming Lee, and you ain't from China, I don't know if I can trust you. People, because y'all put pregnancy on me. All it was I ate a can of beans and had a few shots of tequila, bitch. I had just got back from a little happy hour at Papacitos. And y'all was like, you pregnant, congratulations, she pregnant, oh, she pregnant. And baby, I had just ate. So the only reason I'm being he don't play about me. This nigga is swinging on the swing set right now. Swinging on the merry-go-round, baby. Oh, he playing all day on that PS5, Mario Kart, okay? That's crazy. That's like you having a sexual assault case and R. Kelly being like, oh, yeah, bro, I support you. Hey, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I don't need none of that support. I don't want none of your prayers.
Somebody sent me something on my phone and it said that I hog-tied her. I don't know how to hog-tie people. What would I hog-tie?
One day I will get married. And my dad is not gonna be here to walk me down the aisle. Things that I just always thought that he would be here for and, be able to experience with me. And I just know he would be so proud of everything that I'm doing, the woman that I'm becoming, how far I've come, especially with my attitude, child, because I was something else when I was growing up. But like I said, it's just a bittersweet thing.
Okay, so now it's time to get into
the bed.
bow.
The bed.
Bow.
The bed.
Bow. Go ahead, Lil Drea.
Okay, so for the bed topic, we're gonna talk about what's one thing that y'all wish men understood about women's bodies. Or multiple things, not just one thing, but
one thing that I wish that they really understood is, this might be a little too vulgar, but I'm gonna say this. A lot men, y'all can throw a woman's pH off.
Oh my God, bro.
Okay?
yeah.
So
They can.
sometimes if you laying in the bed with your lady and something is smelling like a fish fry on a Friday night, you may be thinking it is her, but you probably threw her pH off.
But you know, real quick, I hate when people say a fish fry. Fish fries smell good.
I am crying.
A fish fry.
I am crying.
A fish fry be smelling delicious. It's the raw fish. That's the problem.
Bruh.
It's the fish when
I
it's
did
raw.
not expect for you to say that.
Okay, but I'm gonna say this.
I mean, have you ever went to a fish fry? You like,
a fish fry
this
smells.
catfish about to be delicious.
It is, but that's not how you want your vagina to smell.
Oh my
I mean, facts, but
You know what I'm saying?
fish fry smell edible is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they shouldn't
Okay.
say fish fry. They should say something
Just
else.
raw fish.
I'm dead.
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of times men should know, like, if you are in a relationship, with long-term relationship, and something is going on with your lady down there, you could be the problem. You are not doing something down there. You might be cheating. You not washing your balls good enough after you go to play one-on-one basketball at the rec center or whatever you doing. Something is off about you that's possibly throwing her off.
And honestly, just like when a guy, this might be a lot too, but when a guy releases into a woman, regardless if you're trying to have kids or not, that alone is very acidic.
Yes.
It throws ours off. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes they just want to do that. And it's like, well, no, you're going to
You wake up, you be like,
mess me up.
If we not procreating, don't play like this.
That definitely throws a lot of things off. I think another thing is stop trying to have one move sexually for all women. Just because this woman likes you to do that doesn't mean the next woman that you're with is gonna like that. I think we have to take time and learn each other's bodies more. And that's for women too with men. Y'all be trying to be one trick ponies. Oh, she like that. I'm finna turn her out. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Weak as fuck, hoe. Get the fuck off of me. You know what I'm saying?
Weak ass move.
Weak ass move. So I think men, they be like, oh, they be thinking that they have the best penis in the world because you used it one time on Brenda down the street that was talking shit on Twitter.
You love Brenda. You love Brenda down the street.
It's a bitch named Brenda that she don't like.
Fuck you, Brenda. Brenda down the street was getting that dick, talking shit. But just because it worked on Brenda don't mean it's gonna work on me.
Yeah,
Right.
Different.
So I think that men need to learn that every woman's body is different and take your time and ask questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions, learning what she's like, and just taking your time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what I was gonna say. Literally, like, men need to ask questions. Just because she might seem like she enjoying it and she moaning, whatever, you need to actually ask her. Like, are you enjoying this? Does this feel good to you? I feel like men don't ask because a lot of the time they don't care. As long as they get theirs, they be cool.
I don't have that problem though. See, all right, it's a little different for me. Like, I don't, because I've been in a relationship for a long time.
That's
So
what I'm saying. You a little different.
we know each other's. He know my body.
Yeah,
I don't have
he
to
know what
say
you
anything.
like.
There's there's nothing going on like bad.
Yeah.
I think what I would like for men to understand in general is that, oh my God, is that sex starts outside the bedroom.
Ooh, yeah.
She says
It's
this
not
too.
just
Yes.
it's not just like a switch. It's like, okay, yeah, you horny, let's do it. No, like it starts with in the morning when you're helping me with the kids.
Girl, this is me. I say this in the morning.
It starts in the morning.
Yes.
Like it when you're helping me throughout the day, or when you just come in and giving me little kisses on the cheek or whatever. Like that's where it starts. It's just don't like, oh yeah, I did this. All right, come on, let's just have sex. Like no, like. If I'm not being romanced, if I'm not, and then men also don't understand, like a little something could just go a very long way.
Yep.
When you treat a woman right, or like,
true.
it really don't take much for us.
We be
honestly.
just so excited about the little things.
Yeah, the little things
And they
go
think
such
that
a
they
long
always
way.
have to do something extravagant. And it's like, no, it doesn't always have to be something extravagant. We like thoughtfulness.
Yes.
We like for you to be thoughtful. So it could be something as little as you going to Publix and picking up some $10 roses real quick and
Or
just
some
bringing them home.
chocolate. They be like, you know what? Yeah, he getting some tonight.
Or a
You
little
know, like, it be
cupcake,
small
your favorite
things.
dessert.
I'm telling you, when a
Yes.
man is thoughtful, it just goes a long way.
It does.
So I think they need to realize that women, a lot of our sexual stimulation comes from a mental connection,
Hello.
Yep.
an emotional connection.
And theirs don't.
And
Yeah,
there's
it
Theirs
don't.
don't. It's just straight. Like they just.
It's
it has
they
a mind of its
ready.
own.
Yeah.
Another good point I think men need to understand is a lot of times when y'all be having sex with women, y'all be thinking, oh, I'm just finna fucking go about my way. And you keep having sex with the same person over and over again, and it may be just a nut to you. Women are not wired that way.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't speak for all women because some women can have sex a lot and with the same person and not develop feelings. But as a man and a woman having sex a lot, I don't care if something is going to start happening feelings-wise. So men, y'all need to understand you cannot have sex with the same woman over and over and over and over again and not expect her to have
Feel something.
something or have some type of expectation. Because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you have sex with a woman 4 times, you ain't never took her on a date, I bet you after that 4th time, she's going to be like, well, why don't we do something?
Yeah. Like this. Is
Why
not
don't we
just
go
a
somewhere?
That's true.
Booty call.
So if you just want a booty call, you don't need to have sex with the same woman
Yeah.
over and over and over again. And that's just if you just trying to get
have
the
you
dick
a
wet,
little roster.
you need to have a little roster.
Another thing. I'm gonna say this though.
Because y'all don't like to wrap that little peen up.
I'm gonna get a little bit spiritual. I feel like men too need to realize, like the roster thing, I get it. But when you laying with these different people, you're also picking up their spirits as well.
yeah.
So you're
That's a
not,
good point.
yeah. So I wish that men would think like that sometimes, but a lot of men are not like, you know, in tune like
They're
that.
not. They
But
not.
like when you laying with all these different women, even women too, like when you laying with these different men, you are picking up their spirits and their
Yep.
demons and the things, and then you wonder why, like, is something going on with you? Like,
Why you can't sleep?
you
every
gotta
night.
really be careful with that because when you know, you become one like that.
You do.
It's
That's a
very
very
real.
good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
I got another one. I forgot. I just read it on there.
What?
I forgot. We gonna get a little vulgar again. Men, stop forgetting about the clit. That is where the stimulation comes from.
First of all, if you call it a click,
I like when
I
people
know
say
you don't
click.
know. I know you don't know nothing right there. Cause why are you calling it a click?
Click.
Girls be calling it that too, and that's
trying.
the topic for a whole nother time.
I think because my friend calls it a click, but she does it to be funny.
That's different though.
Yeah, but
But some
I
people really think it's called a click because they don't know it's
I don't
short
give a
for
fuck.
clitoris.
Click it, bop it, twist it, touch it, bitch. The fuck? I don't give a damn. Stop passing it up. It's right there. It's a button. Press
It
it.
really is a button.
Busta Rhymes told y'all, touch it, bring
It's crazy that a lot of men don't know that. That's really
They
crazy. They don't be
don't.
knowing.
Clitoral
Wow.
stimulation is how most women have an orgasm. Penetration. Now you can have an orgasm.
Some women do, yeah.
But it's a small percentage. Those are the blessed women that can have an orgasm just off of penetration. But most women have an orgasm from clitoral stimulation. Men,
Right.
please.
Or not just penetration alone. Like you got a
Yes.
little bit of both.
A little touching
Yeah,
and penetration.
Well, you know.
Everything. You gotta rub on her, caress on her. Like she said, it starts in the morning.
The foreplay.
The foreplay.
That's another thing too. A lot of men, just like you said, they have a mind of its own, so they just want to get straight to it. Like, no,
Ew.
we're not wired like that. You gotta rev us up. We
Yeah.
gotta
That's not attractive.
It is.
Ugh.
It is.
I hate it.
And especially when you get in your 30s, because that's another thing, girl. When you turn 30, you just ain't gonna have time for none of that shit no more.
I'm not finna waste my time.
And I'm
Wait,
gonna let
tell
you
me
know.
what?
I'm just saying you're gonna be way more vocal
yeah.
and ready for, like, if a man, you're not gonna let people waste your time. I mean, obviously you're in a relationship, but I feel like you're gonna be even more vocal about what you want and what you like when you turn 30. So it's like, yeah, nigga, no, you need to do this. You need to do this, and you need to do it like this, and you need to do it right now, or we just ain't even about to.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Anything else y'all want to add before we move on? First of all, we just put y'all on game, fellas. So I hope y'all took some good notes. You know what I'm saying?
Which camera have you looking at?
All of them.
All of them.
I'm like, which one do I look at?
So really and truly, this is your camera.
This one?
No, this is my
that's
camera.
hers.
This is
Hers.
Queen camera.
3 is hers.
I thought
7 is the wide shot. 3
and
is your
6
camera.
is yours.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to emphasize something or something, so you gotta
Okay.
say it to 3.
Okay.
And I just always be looking at this one, the wide shot. I never
always
look at my
because
camera.
I be like this.
You do.
I love to make a face.
I never look at my camera. Hey,
I
y'all.
always look at my camera. Always. Okay, now
I
it's
feel
time.
like this is such an awkward space. Like y'all over here. So I'm like, why would I look right here? I just
Well, I think sometimes when somebody is a guest and they sitting right here and they
It's
say
easy to
something
look-
crazy, I'll be
yeah.
like this.
you do.
And they don't
Let's
know.
think we on an episode of The Office.
That's how you know I watch The Office too much.
I love The Office.
I love when they be doing a camera angle. Like
Oh, I
that.
be
It's
like,
so
this.
fun.
Oh,
It
yeah,
is.
that's what you think. I'll be like, okay, all right. So, what's up, y'all? It's your girl XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
Y'all know we have a segment on Poor Minds called Item of the Week. But do you have a product or something that you want to promote and you want it featured on Poor Minds? Your opportunity is here.
Period. If you have an item or you have a business and you want to get it promoted, we are now having slots available on the Poor Minds episode. So if you would like to get your product featured for Item of the Week, all you need to do is send an email to itemoftheweekpm@gmail.com. That's itemoftheweekpm@gmail.com. Send us an email and we'll work it out. We're going to figure it out. Get your product, get your business sponsored, and yeah, make you some money.
We love to support a small business now.
And a black business at that. But I mean,
It can
any
be anybody.
business is
We
welcome.
don't discriminate.
Any business is welcome.
So now it's time
To get into the bow.
Hey.
The bow.
Bow.
The bow. 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 Bow.
So you're gonna love this segment.
Wow.
It's the bop of the week. So we're gonna give like whatever music that we've been jamming, but we are also gonna talk about your album that you've been working on.
Ooh,
You know what I'm
yay.
saying? So first, I want to give my bop of the week. My bop of the week, y'all know it's summertime, it's springtime. It's time to get in the clubs and dirty
is.
wine and have fun and just, have that feel-good music again. So my bop of the week is by Afrobeats artist Rema. He has a new song called Bout You. And it's just a really cute song. It's just about a girl that is something about her. And I love music. I think we need to bring back when men are talking about being in love and, oh, girl, you special. Like, let's bring that back. Let's bring back the good vibes. They were talking about T Grizzly the other day and how he be rapping about his wife.
He
That's
do,
so
yeah. But I think
I love
so great. I
that.
love men that like to be married.
Yes, that like to be with
Yeah.
one person. Let me tell you something. The smartest men on this earth know the value of having one woman that's valuable on his team. They know it.
They do.
Smart, very smart.
Very smart men. Very, very. I'm telling you, every successful man, I promise you, either has a woman running his whole team or he's married. It guarantees.
They do say that for men, like in business, being married really like ups.
It elevates.
Oh,
Yeah, it
yeah.
elevates you.
Steve Harvey talks about that all the time.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have anomalies. Like, some men ended up being very, very successful without getting married. But most successful men, they have wives.
But
and
again, I
families.
tell you, the men that aren't married, I guarantee you there's a woman behind him who runs everything.
That's true.
His assistant, whether it's his executive assistant, whatever. I'm telling you, it's a woman very close by handling everything. I promise you.
That's
Every
true.
time. So even if he's not married, ask him who his right hand is. Brenda.
Brenda.
If you bring up Brenda ass one more time, Poppy, just go ahead. Go ahead and name the episode
got
Brenda.
a baby.
I'm telling you, Brenda be around now.
Brenda got a
gets
baby.
stuff
Got a
right.
baby.
Right. All right, Dre, what you been jamming this week, man?
Okay, so I can't remember if Julian brought this up on the episode or not, because I know we was talking about Leon Thomas, but I've been like having in rotation, Yes It Is. That's my song.
Okay. Yeah,
love
no, he
that
didn't talk
song.
about that. He was talking about the Blood remix.
But I feel like he had brought up another song from the
Oh, okay.
album, and I can't remember if that was the song or not.
Yeah.
But I love that song.
I like Leon Thomas a
Me
lot.
too. I
like him a
too.
lot. His voice is very soothing.
It is.
He has a soothing tone.
And I love that song. It's like, I feel like it's bringing back real R&B.
I'm
Yes.
telling you, I told y'all R&B ain't dead.
It's giving them,
Speaking
it's
of
giving
Leon.
nostalgic 90s.
Okay.
Give us a little scoop.
We might have a little
Little
something.
insider.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk about the new album.
Wait.
Like, what should
my
we
God.
expect? What collaborations you can tell us you got?
So, okay, I can't tell every collaboration
Okay.
because, you know, I want my fans to be like surprised. But
There she goes. She about to get street. You heard that. Somebody
Somebody, in the background, I be trying to whip that.
but I do know that people seen a picture of me and Mariah the Scientist together.
Oh,
We worked on something.
love
Yeah,
that.
I love her.
Mariah too.
But what you guys can expect from this new album, I'm so excited. A lot of my stuff was like super traditional R&B. And I know a lot of people was like, bring R&B back, da-da-da. But honestly, I feel like I've made my mark with R&B, and I really want it to be a little bit more universal.
Okay.
So I got some more upbeat things on there and things that could sound like it can go overseas.
Okay.
Like, we're trying to go bigger.
A little
We're
oomph,
still,
oomph.
I'm never going to turn my back on the people who love R&B, but like, I really want people, like, it's definitely growth. You're going to be able to hear the growth in the production. And just me experimenting with different sounds and tempos. I've always wanted to do, I'm not a dancer, I suck actually, but I want to make a
Me
dance
too,
record.
girls. We in the same
yeah.
tribe.
So I want to make like and then it's always relatable. My
Yeah.
music is always relatable, but yeah, I think you guys are really, really, really gonna like it. I love it. I was just bopping to it in the
You
car.
was?
Yeah, I'm very proud.
So
That
you
has
don't
to
have
be-
to give us the TT, but if you don't, do you have somebody that's like a legend on the album? And if you don't, is there a legend that you would like to have on the album? Like a legendary singer?
Or just somebody.
Okay,
you might wanna work
so this is what I'm gonna say. When I think about legend, I think of the greats. I think of the people that's been here for a while. Upcoming legends, yes, you know, because we still got a lot of like work to do. But I've already worked with the legend before, Babyface.
Yes.
His last album, I did on my latest EP. Well, 2 years ago, I worked with Monica. She's a legend.
Yeah.
But I would say we're like upcoming
Okay.
legends. We're still because we still got a lot to.
Right.
Babyface is such a flex, though.
That's
It
that's not
is.
no
It is.
light thing.
That's what I'm
to say.
saying, like-
because that was the album that he did with everybody
and
on
he
it.
was-
Yeah,
yeah,
I remember that
yeah.
song. That was a good album.
It's a
too.
flex. Going on Mary J. Blige tour was a
Oh,
flex.
girl.
Like for her to share the stage with me.
That
it's like,
is.
that's why when you said like, do people still disrespect you and say you're just a YouTube? I don't even care because Mary J.
Look what I did.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Because then I want to say, did you get a Soul Train award? Or you performed at the Soul? It was something I seen you at the Soul Train
I
award.
performed. I think I did a no, that was the other one. I did a SWV tribute. Oh no, I probably presented at the Soul Train Awards. Oh, I did perform.
Yes, you
I
performed.
did perform.
I know you did. I know you did.
Yeah.
I was just trying to.
Queen
but
say I be so booked and busy.
I
girl.
know,
I forgot.
but I'm saying though.
No, I've been very low at MIA, so I did
but
forget.
I
Yeah.
said that because it's like you don't get to just do the Soul Train Award.
Yeah.
Like that is a legendary show that our parents grew up watching.
Yes.
Like the Soul Train Awards is not like, and you gotta, if you're doing the Soul Train Awards, you can't sing, you gotta sing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think that whole narrative, if people do still say that, they definitely got to let that go. Because, like,
It's fine. I've learned that, like, it's okay to not be for everybody. I'm not going to be for everybody, but the ones who really love me,
they know. That
I
resume
see them
is
in the
home,
rooms
baby.
so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
You know? I see a lot of people in the comment like, I just can't get with her music. I just can't. Well,
I love your
it's
music.
a lot of
I think
people
you
fine.
have such a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
You do.
Thank you.
Yes. I'm so happy.
And
for you.
beautiful spirit.
That's
Because
what
that
I'm
matters
I
more.
appreciate it.
Yes, I have been having a ball today.
Beautiful
I
girl,
loved
beautiful
it.
spirit, beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Okay, what's the item of the week, Drea?
Okay, so for the item of the week, I'm gonna give Queen some products from Muse.
Period.
I have a cosmetics line called Muse Beauty. It's musebeautycollection.com. Now, my ass forgot my little PR boxes at home, girl. So I had to put it in this little
Oh, I
heart.
love the heart.
But I'm giving you the whole collection.
Yes.
And then I also have some mascara and eyeliner that's coming out soon. And I can ship it to you.
Congrats.
Thank
I will be
you so
using
much.
this.
Yes, girl. It's lip glosses, some lip liners. We also have some jelly blushes.
Oh, I love jelly.
Oh,
Me too.
Listen,
I
that
love the
jelly
blush.
I'm telling you, if you have like a no makeup day,
Bruh, it does something so different for you.
yes. When I tell you, when
Especially
I have
for
my
the
no
summer
makeup
and
day,
Yes,
spring.
to give that cute sunburn look.
oh my God, when we was in Turks, baby, I got the jelly blush in my damn purse right
Yes.
I love the jelly blush. It's
love
so
it.
good.
Yeah.
now. It's
love that
so
too.
good.
And I
been on
think
my
you'll
blush
like the
lately.
lip glosses.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm gonna send y'all a little.
Yeah, it's a little one.
Okay.
Too. But real quick, do you have a title of the album yet?
I do, but I can't
Okay.
reveal it
Okay.
because I want to do it like in a very like strategical way. Like,
Okay.
I want my fans to engage and interact.
Got you.
But I do have an album. I'll give y'all a hint. This hurt.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, I
that's
like
gonna be
that.
the
It's like
title.
a hint.
Okay. And do we have a drop date or around the
We don't have a date yet, but we're definitely dropping 2025.
Okay.
That's good enough for
Yeah,
me.
I really hope to drop in the summer. I really do. I hope, but sometimes the label will be like, "Well, we gotta push this back."
Right.
But yeah,
So it's coming though. Like
it's
for
done. My
sure
album's
coming.
done. Everything is up to the production now.
Yes. Okay, that's good.
But summer
news.
is close.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But either way, like I'm still gonna put out singles before that. So
Yeah.
y'all still will get new Queen music.
Can you tell us what the single gonna be called?
I don't know yet actually.
You don't know yet? Okay.
We also gotta like go through the process.
Yeah, we gotta pick which one is like, they really want to
Okay.
go behind.
I know they ready. I know
Yeah.
like we are so ready for new music. Like
I'm so happy that people are even still here just
yes, like
anticipating.
yeah. But you know what? I really want artists to get back to that. Sometimes I think that people be dropping too much music.
right?
Like when you got to think when Whitney
Yeah.
dropped the album, it will be some years before she dropped another. one.
Yes, I want people to digest
Yes,
it.
that you got to really take that music in. Like if you drop, I don't think that as an artist you should be dropping 2-3 albums in a year.
In a
Yeah.
year.
That's just too
shouldn't.
much. You should drop one album, let it marinate, go on tour a little bit, let people rock with
Yes.
it for a little bit.
It gotta marinate. It gotta be memorable.
Yeah.
That's my thing too. I want to make music that's memorable and not just some little microwavable music. Like, okay, we'll
Yeah.
get over this. I want people to just like. I want it to be classic.
Classic
Yeah.
albums.
Yeah.
You want that Confessions album.
Yes,
Like, you know what
yes.
I'm saying?
Because we still talking about confessions.
Still.
First of all, Lauryn Hill, she had one album.
One album.
And we still
And
talking
look,
about
and she's
it.
still the top of the chart.
People still, somebody out in the world right now is waiting for her to get on stage.
I feel
Right
like a
now.
lot of people don't make classic like a lot of people don't make.
They don't.
They don't
Music
because
that
people are
lasts.
looking, the labels are looking for them TikTok. hits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks.
Oh,
But we gotta do it.
Yeah.
And that's how people engage. I'm sorry. I keep
No, go ahead. It's okay.
I'm just saying that's how people engage, like with the TikTok.
Yeah.
It is. But y'all know what I love about TikTok though? All of these old songs are going viral
Yeah.
again. That's what I love about
They were
TikTok.
good.
It's like Young LA.
Mm-hmm.
How the song go?
Oh. Ain't I?
My pocket's extra.
Yeah.
Don't I love my vegetables? It's like, how do the kids even be finding these songs?
But also TikTok is good because that's where I find a lot of like my undiscovered artists and low key like I have fixed my algorithm so good. When I tell you I find so many new artists
Yeah.
all the time from TikTok.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
my son finds a lot of songs
He
from
does.
TikTok, and I be like, "Oh, this is good."
Yes.
Yeah.
It be some really, really good songs on there. So I'm like, there's always like a good and a bad side to the internet for me. Because
I remember when they got rid of TikTok for a little bit.
Oh
They
my
was
God.
mad at me for what I said.
What you
What you
said?
say?
Oh, I'm about to trap myself again.
They was mad.
No,
They was
okay.
mad at me too, girl.
No, because all I said what did I say? I think I was like, okay, well, now we can have a little bit, because I thought it was really going to be, don't get me wrong, I love TikTok too, but
Yeah, me too.
I wasn't thinking about the people that make money off of TikTok when I said this, so keep that in mind. I was thinking about music. I was like, well, maybe it'll give people like that make real music, like,
Yeah.
a little chance again, because now I feel like you said, people are just looking for the TikTok song.
Right.
So I was thinking like, oh, well, maybe like, but it offended a lot of people. Like, well, the people on TikTok are real artists.
Yeah.
I was just like, I didn't mean it like that. But,
You know they can't wait to be fake outrage.
Yeah, but I love TikTok. I be on.
I do. I love
do too.
TikTok.
They hate me though.
Why?
Y'all ever?
I be on
TikTok.
girl, I know.
Yeah.
But why? What they be saying on TikTok?
I
baby.
think like it don't. It's just the bullshit. Like I was asking her
Yeah.
about. It's like a lot of times like her ex will go viral, or they'll take clips of like her and Clarence,
farming,
and,
clip,
stuff like that.
I'll be back on there though once I got to promote something.
Yeah, they just be doing stupid stuff because there be stuff that I be seeing because it's stuff that we go through. That sometimes somebody will clip something of us. And they be like, Drea hates Lex.
Yeah. Oh my God, they do that.
my
Or they'll
God.
say that
Lex,
vice
wake
versa.
up, this girl
Yeah.
doesn't like you. I be like,
I
okay.
swear they do that to me and
I know,
Clarence.
I
They be
know.
like, she is so ready. Oh, he cannot stand her. He
Yes.
hates her. But people also don't understand too, like, bro, we're real people. So even if we do get an attitude, that okay, like.
But then too, sometimes it's this, like me and Lex, I feel like we do a very good job of when we're like not getting along or we have something going on, not portraying it on the show. But like she might have said something crazy to me 5 minutes before we started recording, and now I gotta be like, hey,
But that's
it's
just
Dre and
real.
Nicole. Welcome to Pour Mine.
And I say it again.
And that's relationship, but that's relationships in general.
But it don't mean
Friendships.
I hate her.
Yes.
Like that's just such a strong thing. She
It
might have
is.
pissed me off today.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, okay, girl. But it happens. We're human. But we're human.
That's what I'm trying to say. We're
people.
human.
I'm
That's
like, do y'all not have like sisters
Yeah.
or best friends that you've been friends with for 10 years? No, y'all don't. 'Cause
people
y'all
get
don't
on
have-
each other's nerves.
Let's talk about that because they don't be having friends that they've been with for 10 years.
Or
They don't have
relationships.
long
Yeah.
relationships
Yes.
like yours where you've been with somebody for 5 years,
Yeah.
6 years. And yeah, we be going through
Yes.
shit, but I love him. He's still my man.
Hello?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He do get on my nerves. And I get on
And she be
his.
getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
Hey, no
But I
worries.
love her.
Yeah.
Couldn't imagine my life without you, Bookie, but
But that's what I'm saying. I be seeing all that shit. Like I said, I'm
Y'all
an
are
avid
funny.
TikTok scroller, honey. Auntie.
Yeah.
But like I said, look, I'm 35, so TikTok is how I keep in the know of what the kids has
Yeah.
got going on. But I do see, like I said, I see all of the stuff about me, Drea, whatever is going on. That's how I stay in tune. So, like I said, TikTok has a good side, but it also has a bad side. But I think
even
it's all
though they
about
be
balance.
saying that about us on TikTok, that makes me sad.
They say that about everybody.
They say that about
They
everybody.
said about every friendship and every relationship. That's what made me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
When I went on Shade Room and I'm like, it's someone that I was like, oh my God, she is wow. When I look in the comments, even that person that I think is so wild, nothing but negative stuff
Oh
about
yeah.
them.
Oh yeah. That's why I
Crazy.
said.
They
once
talk about
I realized
everybody.
it's not just me, and Brenda was talking about everybody.
But y'all know what? Y'all got a good point because it's like hate pages for Beyonce, and Beyonce don't say shit.
No, Beyonce
She don't give us
talk to
nothing.
Yeah.
She doesn't talk to us.
But people still be trying to find.
They
something.
hated when she was doing her natural hairline.
Oh
thing.
my God. They was like, I know
she
it's some
got
cracks in there.
She got it in a clip
They
in.
hate.
Even she parted it down the middle. They was like, it's only on one side.
Girl, Tanner Adele had posted this picture of herself being funny, and she was like, oh my gosh, y'all, look at this picture of my great-great-grandmother that I found. It was a picture of herself.
Okay.
And everybody was like, you are such a liar. You're just like SZA. It was like,
What? Now why SZA in it?
That's what Brenda said. That's what Brenda said. I'm just repeating what she said. But I'm telling you, it was a thread of people calling her a liar, stupid. We can tell this is lashes. It's clearly a picture of herself, and she was like trolling, being funny.
Yeah.
Like, it just
It's
be a
two
lot.
different types of people on the internet. So we got the creators that are making a bag
Yeah.
and showing themselves. And then you got the comments that are usually negative.
Yeah.
The only people that are not negative are the people that follow me and love me.
Yeah.
But anyone outside of that, I don't expect for them to even know like me at all.
Yeah.
You know?
true.
And that's why I said it's a lot of people. TikTok is different. So you got people that make money off of clipping your stuff.
Oh my God.
Of you and Clarence.
They're probably rich.
They're rich. DDG actually said this. He said there's a guy who said like he's paid off his house. He bought a brand new car just from
our
clipping
stuff.
DDG stuff. there's an account, and I'm not mad at it.
No, we love the account.
We love the
they
account.
always create
But they
videos
always
of
flip
us.
stuff from Poor Minds, and they go back and they put a bunch of stuff together, and they go viral a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That
And I'm not
happens with
mad
us
at it
too.
because it spreads the word.
Yeah.
But check this out. So our producer, she started reposting it all the time, like posting it on our page. We got kicked out of the TikTok Creator Fund, but it's our video.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's crazy because we were reposting the videos that they were posting of
so
us.
it looked like
It looked like
it
it
was
was
a real
stealing their
video.
content.
oh wow.
But it's us in the video.
That's
But they
crazy how it
kicked us
works.
out. Yeah, girl,
You
it's
didn't say
crazy.
nothing to them about it?
We did. We said something, and I think now we can start back getting
Yeah.
monetized. But for like a whole month, we couldn't get monetized from that. And it was us in the video. I'm like, this is
I need to get back on my
insane.
content creating stuff.
Yeah, I be trying to be better.
I really
It's
want to
just
get on
hard.
that. It's hard.
It's hard.
Every
though.
day.
It's hard for me to take a picture of my food before I eat it.
I'm
Like,
hungry.
yeah, I just want to eat it. Like,
Yeah. I
Setting
think
the camera up before you get in the car.
before you
I'm-
walk.
I
Yeah.
realized I'm not like a good vlogger, what I'm doing, but like I can do stuff like this. Like I have
Yeah.
a new show called
Yeah.
Love Lex P, and I just prop my camera up and I talk and I do all my hot topics and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can do talk show stuff, content, but I just can't like a day in the life stuff.
Yeah.
Or especially if I'm in the moment, I'll be trying to have a good time.
Me too.
It be hard. It be hard.
The
yeah.
camera ruin the vibe sometimes.
It
It's like we
do.
having a good time and then you just,
Yeah, or if you get a
y'all.
real good moment, but the camera turned off or something, and
Yeah.
or it's not recording and then you gotta
Yeah.
redo it.
Yes. Oh my God. So yeah, I'm just like, let me just stick to what I know. Okay. Do you give good advice? You think you give good advice?
I believe I give good advice.
Okay, I think you do.
I can see that.
Okay, so we are about to do Pour Your Heart Out. If you want your question answered on the show, make sure you email us at askpourminds@gmail.com. If you're a Patreon member, make sure you put that in the headline. You get to skip the line, of course, okay? So we have some questions, and we are going to give our best advice. Go ahead, Drea.
Hey, Lex and Drea, big fan of the show. I love how y'all hold space for real stories, so here's mine. From the outside, I look like I've got it together. 2 small businesses, college student, creative, big dreams. But behind all of that, I've been through a lot. Loss, heartbreak, sexual assault, 2 abortions, and carrying grief while being the strong friend. I've always kept it together for everyone else, but lately, I've been wondering who holds me. I started a nonprofit called Grief, God, Growth to help others navigate pain, even though I'm still healing myself. So I guess I'm asking, how do you keep showing up when you're still healing from stuff no one claps for? And how do you forgive yourself for surviving when you couldn't save everyone else? Thanks for listening. I just hope my story helps someone else feel seen too. KD.
I think we kind of touched on that this episode, honestly.
Yeah, that's why this is a good question.
Yeah.
What was the last 2? What was the questions that she had again?
She said, how do you keep showing up when you're still healing from the stuff no one claps for? And how do you forgive yourself for surviving when you couldn't when you couldn't save everyone else?
Oh, that is a good one.
It is.
That's deep.
Yeah. I think like survivor's guilt is real. And I think a lot of times you have to understand forgiving yourself is one of the hardest things. I'm personally going through that honestly right now if I'm being vulnerable and honest. And I think you just have to give yourself grace and you have to give yourself time. I think a lot of times we get mad at ourselves for not getting over something so quick. If you go through something and it's like a month later and you're still crying, you're like, why am I still upset? And you're getting mad at yourself. It takes time to heal. You know, you have to be easy with yourself. The world is already hard on us individually as people, as women. So the best thing that you can do for yourself is just go easy on yourself and give yourself time to heal. Give yourself time. Healing is a journey. And I'm not talking about 6, 7, 8 months. It takes years to heal. And you have to be willing to have your good days, but also be willing to have your bad days. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry. I think sometimes when we're sad and we're angry, we feel like we're not supposed to be feeling these things. You're not supposed to be happy every day. That's not normal. Being sad is normal. Being mad is normal. Being happy is normal. So I think going through the emotions of actual healing is rough. It's hard, but you have to acknowledge that and you have to be okay with not being okay. And I think that's the hardest thing. People are not okay with not being okay.
Give yourself the grace.
Yeah, give yourself grace, man. Like you really have to give yourself grace. And like I said, just time to heal. And you have to understand not everybody's gonna clap for you for doing things that people like, oh, I'm not gonna applaud a fish for swimming. You gotta clap for yourself.
Hello.
You do.
You know?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What do you think, Queen?
She said, how do you keep showing up for yourself? Okay. I think a lot of people feel like showing up means every day you go full force.
Yep.
As long as you just try every day, try to do your best, showing up don't look the same every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you also got to understand a lot of people. I'll just use myself as an example. I have ADHD really bad. So if I don't get like everything done, I used to get nothing done. But I had to learn, like, even if I don't clean this whole kitchen, as an example, if I could just sweep this floor, or if I could just get all the trash, put the trash in the trash can, put the dishes in the sink, I'm still showing up. I still did it. You know what I'm saying?
You accomplished something?
Yeah, you still accomplished. And to the fact that no one claps for it, like she said, you have to do it for yourself. A lot of people forget to confide in God and ask Him and cast all your cares upon Him.
Come on.
You got to cast all your cares upon God because we cannot do it alone.
Yep.
Right.
And you have to really, really ask for discernment on when do I rest? Because we need to rest. A lot of people overwork themselves just trying to like show up. Some days you got to rest.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like you said, give yourself, like she said, give yourself grace and know that even a small win is still a win. And what was the second question?
It was, how do you forgive yourself for surviving when you couldn't save everyone else?
That one was deep. I'm going to tell you, like my therapist would tell me, it's everything's not your responsibility. And that's a tough call, especially when you want to bring everybody with you.
Yeah.
Everyone's like success. Well, your success is not everyone else's success. Like people will say, well, I ain't make it like you because, you know, you made it up here. But like success can be just right here for them. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that like you didn't bring them with you and so like you left them out in the dirt or whatever. I just really, like you said, survival's guilt is really real. And I had to like, I'm still working through that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not your everyone's not your responsibility. We all we are responsible for our own lives.
Facts.
And you know, you can't like, everyone makes their own decisions and either rewards or consequences come from that. And you can't blame yourself for that. That's too much. That's too much to put on yourself.
You're never gonna be happy if you blame yourself for what other people are doing with their life. Like, you can't save people. I feel like if people are willing to do the work, or, you know, they are having a hard time and you can help them, you should. But you shouldn't go out your way to make it your responsibility to try to save people around you, because you can't want more for people than what they want for themselves.
Yeah, hello.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
And some people don't really want that much. It's a harsh reality.
Yeah.
But it's like, you want to lie. You want to lie. That's why you grinding for it. That's why you striving for it. This person around you, you might want them to want more because you love them and you care about them and you want them to be there with you, but they might not want that.
Or it might not even be meant for them. Being an entrepreneur is not meant for everybody.
Right.
It's not.
We still need the people that will work the 9 to 5.
Right, exactly.
For sure.
That's not everybody's story, you know? And just because it doesn't mean that they're like any less special.
Exactly.
You know, like everybody is just not for everyone.
Right.
I agree.
And I'm
Some
glad
people
you
need
said
structure.
that about doing something little sometimes is all you need to do to show up. Because I was talking to my friend about that, because we both kind of deal with depression and stuff, and she's kind of going through it right now. And I was like, man, be proud of yourself. Because you looking at it like, oh, yeah, I got out the house today, but I just went to my friend's house, but I was still sad. I said, but you got out the house. Like, when you are depressed,
You could have just stayed in
you
bed
could have
all
just
day.
stayed in fucking bed. Because I'm telling y'all, I am I'm very clean person. Like, I am very kind of like OCD when it comes to my place. But when I got really like depressed like around like December and January, and I just let my apartment, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I have so much shit everywhere. And I just could not get out of the bed. I just could not do it. And then I remember I just spent a whole weekend, I was just taking it room by room. And I just organized everything. And I would just get up and I was like, one day I did my closet. Then the next day, it took me like a whole week. And my apartment ain't big, but I was like, you know what? I did it.
You did it though.
And I feel so much better. And I was like clapping for myself. I was like, bitch, I cleaned my closet today.
Yes.
Amen. You did that, bitch. I don't care if it's like something small or big. Clap for yourself. That's all you
did
need.
it.
Yeah,
You
because
did
only
it.
you know what it took for you to be able to do that.
Yes.
So you got to give yourself that pat on the back.
You know what I'm
too.
saying? Like even when Drea was doing 75 hard, I'll use this for an example because I'm like, oh damn, I need to get my ass up and go to the gym. And it's like, even though like I was still going to the gym, but I would like get on the treadmill and I'm like walking for 20 minutes. But I'm like, bitch, you got up.
You did it.
Bitch, you got up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, and now I'm like back and I'm like lifting weights. And like, because even with that, you don't know what's motivating people or what's, getting them through to like, you know what, let me get up and move my body and do something. Because I'll say this about working out too. Or going to church or anything. It's like your journey is your journey. Because I never post when I go to the gym. And I posted myself in the gym like a day or two ago. I don't know what made me do it. But I was like, it was like 4 or 5 people who had reacted to my story and was like, oh, I see you finally back in the gym now. I see you finally.
wow.
And it's just so, but this is why I don't post.
Because why would you say that?
But it doesn't matter. Bitch, I done lost 30 pounds since January.
Yeah.
I don't need to document everything. Oh, I got you, girl. But I just feel like that's why it's so hard to be open about, like, even with me going to church. I was on Cocktails talking about how I'm going to church now, and people was in the comments like, oh, Lex, you go to church. But it's like, that's why
That's crazy.
you know what I'm saying? But I don't talk about it because I don't need those applause from y'all because I've been clapping for myself. And I've been getting through my battles that y'all don't even know about behind closed doors, and I'm doing it. So I think to answer her question, like you said, you 100% have to clap for yourself, even for the small things.
For sure.
Yes, ma'am. I was trying to lift too. It was like, you're doing it wrong. I'm
Well,
like,
lifting is
dang.
hard. I
Well,
was
girl,
like,
you come show me then. Show me
That's what
what
I'm
you
saying.
do.
Well, come to the gym and then
you know
tell
what I'm
me.
saying?
Exactly.
And I think, like I said, with working out, it's a hard journey. Like, I was going to the gym so consistently. Then I kind of fell off. Then I started just doing cardio because I wanted to lose weight. Now I lost the weight. And it's like, okay, I'm back lifting now. Everybody's story is different. Everybody, let people do what they do.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when I go to your page, it seems like you ain't never been to the gym.
Hello?
Right. But I always say, I feel like when it comes to the gym and like even with church, anything in life that you have to push yourself to do, it's more so about the discipline. Like, because you're not going to always have the motivation.
Right.
So you have to always ask yourself, okay, how important is this relationship that I'm trying to build with God? How important is it to me that I get closer to Him and draw closer to Him? So even when I don't feel like getting up on Sunday, I still need to go to church. Even when how important is it to me to stay in shape? Because I know where I came from. So, okay, I need to go to the gym even though I don't want to. That's how I go. Because every day, I
don't
don't
do it. When you don't want to, that's the best time.
Yes.
Girl, it was days while I was doing 75 hard, and I'm usually a morning person when it comes to working out, morning or afternoon. But it was times while I was doing 75 hard where I literally was just all day like, I don't want to go. So I ended up having to go at like 9 p.m. just to get it done. But I went because it's like a discipline thing, you know? So I think you have to look at it like that. And sometimes, I don't know if that'll help anybody, but it helps me because I'm not always motivated.
And look, I'm the same way with church. Sometimes I'll be having to go to that 5 o'clock service.
Yeah, but you.
Because I've been
But
laying
you
in bed
went.
all day.
Yep.
You know, but I'll go.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what God see. And that's what, like you said, it's only Him that judges.
Right. Okay, Queen.
It's great.
This was so much fun.
I had a good time.
So obviously, I mean, the girls know who you are, but let them know where they can find you, all the good stuff you got coming up, where they can catch you and all that good.
Y'all can just find me on all platforms at Queen Naija. Yes, that's my real name. QueenNaija on everything. Oh, yeah, go on my Snapchat too, because I be showing my real self.
Oh,
there
okay.
more. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, thank you. This was
thank
fun.
you. This was
I hope
so
you had
Yes,
fun.
I did. I had a lot of fun.
Okay,
Now I'm ready to eat.
I know
Hey,
that's
me
right.
too.
All right, we'll see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Y'all make sure y'all share the content, like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And let me say this before we close out. Y'all, there is one Twitter account that is connected to Poor Minds. It's POUR_MINDS. Y'all are tagging the wrong Poor Minds page. If you see @Poor Minds with no underscore, that is a fake page. Do not follow that page, okay? They blocked me, Andrea, and the Poor Minds page on both. So we only have one Instagram, one Twitter,
one TikTok. It is POUR_MINDS. All right.
And we got hella fake Facebook pages.
Oh, the Facebook pages. It's the
The crazy thing is our Facebook page actually have the least amount of followers.
So if you go on Facebook,
the one that's ours
got the least amount of followers.
The one that's not us got like 250,000 followers.
But y'all know it's fake if you actually look at the content, because the caption is like, whoever it is don't speak English. Because their captions are like,
Bomba clause.
Should men pay bill? Should men pay bill? Yes, no. Check answer below.
Block.
Booyah, booyah, booyah.
Like, that's literally what the captions
I like, you want that DDG's Bomba Claude.
Bomba clause.
I love that video.